shuffling this deck real quick.
Ta-da, guys, look at this. Surprise, surprise. We got Kathy here today.
And
Unfortunately,
having canceled my program, I thought I would just do really short oracle readings afterwards
we'll
because
see how she feels if we don't wear her out here today. So, yeah, she may be going out again after my show to do just oracle messages. But anyway,
because I
and
had a 30-minute heads up when I saw the
yeah,
message.
I didn't give her much time, but I know she's around. She'll jump in. But if she's not, then it was okay. I would have been out here anyway. But
Well, it's funny because I woke up at 9 o'clock and I never sleep that late. I mean,
hey,
you know me, I'm up at 3 in the morning
I
usually.
was I was thinking of you this morning when I was up at 4:30. And I've been up since 4:30 this morning. So I'll be sitting there after supper nodding off, I'm sure, in my chair.
And
But
you didn't know at 4:30 that Anne was sick. So
no, she didn't. No, I didn't know. I didn't check my messages, guys. I went to send her the link to join me because, she has to have a link. And I noticed she sent me a message saying she has to bow out because she's got the stomach flu or some bug of some sort. So I said, no problem. And that's when it was just like half an hour ago. I sent a message to Kathy and I said, I know it's short notice. It's okay if you can't. But do you want to sit in for Anne today? And I know her and I love reading together anyway,
oh
Kathy.
yeah.
We do. So,
You know,
yeah.
I absolutely love reading with you. I
So,
know I've been talking with Sharon a lot lately, and um, we need to pin down. I said we need to at least go on once a month
yeah,
together.
the three of us.
Something.
She called me. She wanted to talk to me after she talked to you, and fill me in on everything that's going on in her happy
Yeah,
life right now.
yeah, another opinion reading.
Yeah,
I love
yeah, she's funny,
Sure,
and
it is
but
so
I
funny
didn't talk
because you
for
and
4 hours
Brenda said
like you.
exactly the same thing.
Oh, of course, I'm sure I did. And we didn't talk for 4 hours like you guys did. But she's
Yeah,
just so
we
happy.
haven't talked in a while, and
It's so nice to see her so happy and excited and all that.
oh
And
yeah,
the big change in her life right now because there's a big change
Kelly.
since the last one. So yeah, there's a new one. Since then. You know that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, yeah.
yeah. Okay, I'm sure you
She
know
met
it
several
like
people when she was at Kevin Lewis's workshop that he did. She went to that. I was so jealous of her. I would have loved to have gone to that. So once I get moved and settled down, I'm going to save up some money and I'm going to go on one or two of those sabbaticals.
Oh yeah, she said it was
Because
fantastic. Yeah, it was wonderful.
absolutely,
A really awesome retreat, eh? It was fantastic.
yeah,
So,
she
guys, we want to acknowledge who's in the room right now. We've got Damara, Jeff Peterson, Wanda Pierce, Trend Zone, Gerald, and Kelly Shockley. So we're just going to wait till a few more come in. We're just going to carry on and chit chat for a few minutes if you guys are okay with that. Hi, Tammy. There's our girl,
Tammy. Yeah,
Tammy.
I
Hi.
talked to Tammy yesterday. I thought she wrote me and said, "Oh, my car's my brakes on my car." It wasn't her. It was Jan. It was Tony.
Oh, oh,
And so I called Tony. Well, it was 10 o'clock. Tony's on the East Coast, and I was going to call her. And I went, Tony, I'll text you. I'll call you in the morning. I don't want to call you because we end up on the phone for 2 and 3 hours. We get talking, and you know how that goes.
yeah.
And and I can't wait to meet her. She lives just outside of Washington D.C., and she's going to give me the grand tour
Wow.
once I get relocated. So I'm looking forward to that. And she
Awesome.
knows DC like the back of her hand. So I
Oh, wow.
don't have to take the tourist tour. I can take the
I,
local.
I got lost one time there and I was in a tunnel and I didn't know whether to go right or left. And anyway, I made the wrong decision and I ended up kind of in the bad end of town. And I said to my kids, wake up because you're never going to see this again because we could end up killed and dead and murdered. We saw the monuments as we were going by and my poor husband,
Just wave at them all.
he was a policeman. Of course, he's sound asleep, right? And he wakes up and he goes, oh no. I said, yes, I zigged instead of zagged. And it was like one time I was driving when we were going to Myrtle Beach. And I said, wake up, we're already in South Carolina. He said, we can't be. We can't be. So he pulls out the map and he says, Brenda, we're supposed to be here and you're over here. He said, anywhere on that highway, did you see a little A? And I said, yeah, I might have. He
You
said,
have to
that's
be
the
familiar with the
alternate
road
route.
signs in
You
that
took
part of
the
the world.
wrong, instead of the route, I said, stay straight. Well, it was such a slight curve.
It wasn't even a curve, really.
Like
It just
2 hours
away.
out of our way, right? The poor guy, he's probably thinking, never going to go to sleep again, leave my wife at the wheel. Anyhow, it was hilarious. Yeah.
I've always
Hi,
wanted to go to
Marcy. How are
Washington,
you?
D.C. I'd prefer
Yeah,
not to go. There
we
was
always,
a Clemson
yeah.
office, but I was born there
Where?
and Washington,
Oh,
D.C.
wow. Okay.
And I've always wanted to go back as an adult. They moved back to California when I was 18 months old, so I have no memory of being there.
Yeah.
But one of my viewers that I read for lived 5 houses down from where my parents lived. They lived just over
Wow.
in Virginia,
But you
just
didn't
over
know
the,
that until you did the
and
reading.
we were born in the same hospital
Oh, my gosh.
and we're the same age. I think we're a year different.
Okay.
But I was
She's
reading
not a
for
redhead,
her.
is she?
It's really funny because I was like, I think your dad knew my dad. He knows him on the other side. I
Oh,
think they
wow.
knew each other in real life. And
Yeah.
then I said, "Oh, well, I had pulled my birth certificate. I said, well, this is where we lived. And she goes, wow, I live like 5 houses down from you. And I was like,
And
how
how
weird
old
is
were you when you
that?
left? How
And
old were you left when you moved?
what?
How
I
old
was
were you?
I was 18 months old.
Oh, so you wouldn't have known her anyway
I
because you weren't
haven't,
in the streets playing with the neighborhood kids. No. Okay.
no, no,
Isn't
but
it a small
it
world
was
when you think
funny. Her
about it?
father looks like my father too.
Oh, that's funny. That's
And
why I was teasing you. I said she wasn't a redhead, was she?
no, she's not. She's a blonde.
Yeah.
But how weird is that though, to meet somebody
Yeah. Yeah.
not only that we're both from the same area, but we lived on the same block and we were born in the same hospital
Wow.
in the 60s. I mean, it's a small world.
Yeah.
It really
It is
is
a
a
small
small.
world if you think about it, that's for sure.
My
Well,
daughter and son-in-law offered to take the train in from Jersey to DC, and I'm reluctant to travel with my son-in-law distances like that because he has storms that follow him when he travels,
yeah.
like big thunder and lightning downpours. And I don't know if I want to tour DC in a thunderstorm, you know, but he always has storms following him when he travels. Even when they moved, they had a storm. They followed a storm all the way to Pennsylvania when they moved out there.
Wow. Amazing. Okay. I enter. All right. I had to fix something on my banner. I noticed below had an A and N behind it, so there was a typo there, and I hate that. I used to do spelling bees as a kid at school, so when I see things like that, I kind of cringe if it's me that did it.
I'm dyslexic. I cannot. I used to tell people when spell check came out, "Oh yeah, my best friend designed that because he
Wow,
knew me," and people couldn't believe me.
that's okay.
Computer industry at the time, so. And I lived in Portland, which was a big tech hub back when I lived there. And I would go, no, I'm just kidding. And I said, but whoever designed it knew somebody like me.
Wow, that's amazing. Funny.
I could stump spell check. So
Yeah. Yeah, amazing. Well, how's your weather out there now? How are you doing in California where you are around fires? They're not really around you, are they?
the fires are north of us in
Yeah.
Northern California, and I think they have one going in Southern California. I haven't been following the fires because we haven't had one here yet. Our fires usually start. Well, California fires usually start more into August, in the mid to late August, and run through October, sometimes into November. I know Linda G was saying that she has one just north of her. She can see the fire and she can see the smoke, but it's not in her area.
Is she not? I thought she was closer to San Francisco.
She's between San Francisco and Santa Rosa, up in that area. It's Northern California. She's in the woods.
Oh, so she's around. Yes.
She's got forest all around her. In fact, her property has forests. She
Yeah.
has pine trees and stuff. My mom my mom was a contracting officer for 5 of the Southern California service, and
Wow.
my mom did all the flyers, all the
Mhm.
fire equipment, rental agreements. She'd go on site. Um,
See, Jeff he's in Spokane, and he's out there on the west where you get.
I grew up in Colville,
Wow, that's where Jeff's from.
8 miles north of Spokane, right on top of the Canadian border. Those were my playgrounds.
Wow. Yeah, you've said that.
Because you could drink in Idaho at 18. So
Oh,
I
wow.
wasn't a big drinker in high school.
It's 19 in Canada. It used to be 21. They dropped it years ago to 19, but it was always 21. And I think in Europe, it's.
When I was in high school, it was 18 in Canada too. We had no problems getting the bars in Trail.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
were just below Trail, and
yeah.
I skied up at Red all the time.
Well, when I was out west, I lived in Richmond, BC, and we used to cross over into Blaine, Washington, and go for pizza and go for things like that. There was a tunnel, the Deuce Island Tunnel or something that we went under. Yeah, and we were just kids, like 15, 16, but all my friends were older than me, so I used to hang out with them and sneak across. And in those days, we didn't even need a passport.
We didn't need passports
You
to
didn't
go.
need a passport to cross borders in those days, right? It was
No. You could even go into Mexico without a passport.
Yeah, I don't remember having a passport when we flew, but either. But we didn't go out of country. We just we were flying around
And
Canada.
we never made it back over the border at the border crossing. We never were left town early enough.
Wow, wow.
It's all reservation on one side of the border, and then all the forest matchup. So
Yeah.
we take the logging road
Oh,
back.
wow.
We come in over the reservation side because
Cut back in. Yeah.
my husband was Native American, so we come in the back roads on the reservation to cross back over. I'm sure it's all patrolled now.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, so because we don't have a large room today, we're going to give you full 5-card readings, guys, because usually it's 3 cards for 5, 5 cards for 10. So I hope you guys that have paid 10 don't mind that, but we are definitely going to give you good readings today. And well, not that we don't, but usually if the room's much busier, this is why
I was hoping to do bad readings today. No.
Yeah, we're going to do bad readings today. Yeah. We're not going to sugarcoat them. Yeah. Okay, we never do. We never do. Okay, so Kathy, we've got Marby. Marby wants a general. And so whatever spirit and the cards show, you go for it. Okay.
Marby's an ongoing pattern and things are lightening up for her now.
Yeah, I know.
I don't remember readings usually, but it's stuck in my mind because they usually don't get.
She follows a lot of people I follow. Like I'll go out live and not live, but I'll go out and watch other people. Like Ms. Taro D was out there. She was doing something with another Italian reader out there, and I watch her. She's the riot. I like her. You know Miss Taro D, don't you?
Right offhand,
yeah. Well, you'd know her if you saw her because she dresses in drag all the time, and
I probably have watched her because
she's from New York City. She's got the most unbelievable outfit she wears, but and she's a man, but she dresses like a woman, so as a woman, right? And
I'm not judgmental on stuff like that. I lived in Portland. We used to go out to the drag bars. I love them.
Yeah, she might have even been an entertainer in her day. I don't know that much about her to say, so I don't want to say things I don't really know. But she's an awesome person. She follows my channel as well and makes comments on my videos and gives me a thumbs up when she sees me sneak in her room and whatever and watch her. So yeah. Anyhow, she does a lot of different things.
Brenda's numbers are falling because she got hit by the YouTube bug.
Yeah, my videos are really going down, guys. So I
hype her.
Hype me, yeah. Yeah, if you hit like, then you can hit hype. And what happens if you hit the like, you see the hype, you hit hype. You can only hype 3 times a week. So if you're going to hype, make sure that you want to hype me because you might have somebody else you want to hype too. So anyway, I hype everybody like Kathy. I hype Anne. I hype everybody I watch. But then they say, sorry, your hands are slapped. You've done your 3. So yeah. But anyway, thanks a lot, guys. It's quiet. It's summer. I've been researching it right now, and I think I'm going to be making my videos a little bit shorter. I put out a poll to see what people wanted. The majority said shorter. The thing is, people are busy. and especially in the summer, they want to hear a message, but they don't want to sit for 20 minutes or longer and listen. They don't have time. They're enjoying their holiday on the beach or whatever. But to get up in the morning and say, okay, Brenda Taro's out there, your quick daily message is, and so they have to be a minimum of 8 minutes, guys, in order for us to get paid for the ads on them. Okay. So we work hard to get an AdSense account. There's many rules, regulations, blah, blah, blah. And so when we get it,
I don't have the numbers yet.
yeah, you have to have 1,000 subscribers.
Because my
They've
health.
lowered it though. They've lowered it now. So you go back and you check that. It has to do, you're probably being held back because of the time span on the views. You've got enough people. I think it's 500.
It blows my mind that we have a group that always comes in.
Yeah.
And then I pick up 2 or 3 new ones and they subscribe. But then I go back and look at my numbers and I've had 100 views after the fact. And I'm like, come on, people, come on in, get reading.
Yeah. I mean, I think 2 months ago or 3 months ago, I had 1,000 new subscribers in 28 days. That was the most I'd ever had. And now I've dropped down in 3 months to 67 in 28 days.
Yeah,
I started checking things out. Why are they dropping? Is it? And sometimes they call it. And I was in business my whole life, right? I realized I always knew that October was my quiet month, and it was. And then bang, you got hit at Christmas again, and all of that time. And summertime seems to be a little bit of a slump. But don't forget, YouTube has completely deleted millions of people lately because of clip. The big thing is people have to be careful with AI. I actually had a client leave me a message, not a client, but a viewer, and say, oh, you are real. There's so many people out here that are AI. And I'm thinking, wow. So YouTube is clamping down on people that are putting out videos that are all just AI generated. Okay?
I don't get why people don't see it because
well, yeah, they know we're a real person.
I'm watching AI, but I'm dyslexic and I'm very OCD. I see patterns.
Yeah.
In things, in everything. In fact, when I remodeled my kitchen, my husband wanted to go with the same. I went with a solid on the remodel. When I put a quartz countertop in, and I pulled one of the colors out of my granite because I couldn't afford to do all the counters at once. And so I pulled this creamy white that is in the granite in my kitchen.
Yeah.
And it's across the room, and I put 10 feet of cabinets in and a 10-foot slab of quartz countertop. And I love that countertop. And but we found the granite we had, and I said it's the same color, it's the same general pattern. I said, I am too OCD for this. If I put that slab in there, I will see that it was cut off a different slab.
Yeah.
Because you put granite patterned rock in your kitchen counters, it's all off one big slab. And if you deviate and you buy 2 separate slabs that weren't cut at the same time off the same,
right, they won't be the same.
They will not match. They will be slightly off.
Yeah.
I see that detail.
Yeah.
I'm so OCD. I mean, you open my husband drives me crazy when he gets in my pantry because everything's in line. It's all label forward. It's really ridiculous. And it drives me crazy when I open the cabinet and he's moved things, because I have certain places I can inventory my cabinet by just seeing what's missing. I don't have to count anything. I know how many cans are,
Well, the bottom line is
I see all those glitches and that repetitious motion. They're talking like this and they're moving like this, and their lips aren't moving with their mouth. And they have a monotoneness to the voices that doesn't quite sound right. They don't.
I know.
They just don't elevate properly.
Anyway, they're really knuckling down on. So we have to be careful. But so I sent out this notice out on a post. Some of you guys might have seen it. The majority came back. I said 8 to 10 minutes or up to 8 minutes or something on videos. And most people wanted to see a little shorter. People, and it was the same. We used to have beautiful music and intros and outros. People don't care about that. They don't care that you've got this fancy music going and you look fabulous in it. They want their message. And that's what we're out here to give them, right? So my videos this summer will be brought down a little bit shorter. You're still going to get your 5-card read. You're still going to get your oracle messages, but they're going to be shorter. They're not going to be as long because I give out something like 15 to 19 cards, right, in a reading, which is a lot. So if people want longer ones in the winter, yeah. Okay, you go ahead, Marby. Marby wants a general. Let's see what you got for Marby.
Okay. I haven't even thrown yet.
Oh, sorry. Well, I got mine.
I'm using this wild reflection card, so
do you want me to go? I've got mine out.
Yeah, I shuffled and I didn't get my cards thrown.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Okay. Let me look at this, Marby.
Our cards match anyways.
Okay.
I'm joking.
No, it's okay. I'm going to be pulling a couple of oracle messages too for you, Marby. Okay. I got a beautiful new deck called the Moonology, but it's a different Moonology deck, and I love it. So I'm going to add a couple of those too. Okay, so
deck. She was showing it to me before we started.
You've got the full moon in Cancer, and it says, "Let your fears dissolve," and it comes with "Embrace the flow of life." So you've got the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands has been through the fire and come out the other side. This is about you standing in your power, Marby. Don't doubt your motives. Don't make yourself small. Don't settle. You're not here to shrink. You're here to grow. And so this card says, move forward. Don't be afraid. You could be coming up a little up against these doubters and people that want to oppose what you decide to do. And you know what? It's your journey. Don't back down. Let your fears dissolve and go after whatever goals you've got in mind, Marby, because you can do it. Because in with her comes her counter partner. Look at this, the King of Wands as well. And we know the King of Wands has the ability to have huge leadership qualities. He also goes bigger, he goes home. And when you get passionate, I can see you, Marby, getting passionate about something in your life. Dig your heels in and say, this is my life, my journey. I'm doing this. I don't care. Life is short and we need to do that. So, you may be asked to stand up and teach, preach, or convey something to other people. You could be thinking about wanting to open up maybe a soft launch on a passive income that you want to make on the side. Maybe, Marby, you want to have your own little side gig, your own little business. So many people have websites and they're doing things on the side. And you may be doing that as well. But don't back down on your goal here. Let your fears dissolve and go after what it is you want. You've got the Knight of Cups coming in. And the Knight of Cups is all about, an idea that comes forth. Knights have that ability to come in usually quite fast. This particular knight might come in, and it could be somebody who wants to sweep you off your feet, either in love, if you're not looking for love, and an idea that you're going to love. Okay? They bring something to the table of life that you're going to like. This could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, this particular knight that comes in. But I always say he's mutable, he's flexible, he's willing to go with the flow, and knows what he wants and stands for it. So I think you could be meeting somebody that's going to be bringing you a beautiful, exciting opportunity or an idea that may make you want to go towards it and go for it. The World. Things are coming up great for you. This is a beautiful card. The World is, end of one cycle, the beginning of a new one. It's security, it's happiness, it's movement forward, it's success, and it's definitely realizing that, you've come full circle, but now what? Right? So you're moving forward in another new direction. The world's at your feet. You can pretty much set your compass now to go in any direction you want when that World card shows up. Ace of Wands, there's your opportunity. Right there. Okay, the beginning of something. It could have to do with your career, a job, money, anything like that. Going after your goal. Opening your eyes to see something new coming in. It's like all of a sudden, bam, the third eye opens and you go, yes, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so embrace the flow of life. You're going in a new direction. I think you're determined. You're showing your due diligence and your determination to stand up for yourself and go for something here. And don't be afraid to do that, whether it has to do with your job, your career, or it has to do with a relationship in your life. be committed. Don't be afraid to go after it. Okay. Anyway, that's what I have for you, Marby. I hope it resonates.
I love the cards I got from Marby too. I've got half wands here. Those wands are your fire energy. That's your self empowerment. That's your lioness coming forward and taking charge of your life, and and standing your ground. You know, empowering yourself. So I love the wands showing up. The underlying cards of my reading that I got for you is the King of Cups. That's that emotional king, that nurturing king. This may be somebody you're meeting or you're connecting with either in business or socially. But this is somebody that is emotionally will have an emotional relationship, very supportive of you, very nurturing, loving, caring person. Yeah, I see water all around you too, because I got quite a few cups here too. Also, I get the Two of Pentacles. This is balance coming towards you. This has been a sort of an ongoing message that I've been getting over the last month or so with you, as you're coming out of some rougher times and you're empowering yourself. You're taking control of what you're doing, the direction you're going, and you're having to say no as complete sense to people that have been taking advantage of your generosity. And it's time to sever some of those ties and to empower yourself to think about you first and not be the caregiver to the world. Sometimes we have to remember not to be the world's caregiver, because people will take advantage of us when we're that open. I come right into this reading with the Ten of Pentacles. This is that financial stability that you have coming towards you. So I don't know what's going on in life, but money is going to become less of an issue. I don't know if you're getting a raise or change of jobs or promotion, but financially you're going to be better organized and have better money. This may be just you taking control of the situation and not carrying other people financially. But yes, you've freed yourself from some burdens there. It's followed by that Knight of Wands. That Knight of Wands is telling you, take action, take charge off and do what it is you want to do. I love how our messagings are coming together so well, Brenda. And I love this card. And the image is great on this deck. I'm into art, so I love this. This is that Wild Reflection deck, that new deck I've got. I love the way it reads. But you're taking charge. You're taking control of things. Now, there is a little bit of infighting around you. This could be yourself infighting with yourself, or this could be infighting that you have with a family member or somebody that's close to you that's been taking a bit of advantage, and you're having to say no. But stand your ground. This isn't a true fight. This is that fight that you know you need to do the right thing for yourself. So empower yourself and know that you're the one that makes the decisions for yourself. You're empowering yourself and you're moving forward. This is going to allow you to celebrate. And by taking your power back, you're going to have that emotional celebration, knowing that you're doing the right thing. You're looking after yourself first, which is important, that we have that self-care. And that'll allow you to open your arms up to new adventures and your ability to take charge and make better financial decisions. And then the final card of the reading is another wand, a Ten of Wands. This is not an obstacle for you. This is an obstacle that you have overcome. You're outside of that gate. You're not behind that gate anymore. So you're moving forward. This is that leading to your new beginning. And this is part of your empowering. These are action cards. So you just need to take action every time opportunity rises. Take an action and move forward. It's all about your self-empowerment, and you're taking control of what it is that you want to do and how you want to live and how you want to achieve those goals that you have coming up in your life. So I love the cards. I love the way they're reading. So we're on a good upswing here of self-empowerment. The blessings to you, Marby.
Yeah, thank you so much, Marby. Okay, thank you, Marby, for always supporting us. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Okay, we're going into now, where are we here? We've got Trend Zone. Are you still with us, Trend Zone?
Yeah, he's here. I can feel his energy.
Here we go. All right. He's open.
into a nap yet.
It's open like a book. There we go. All right, I got to get rid of that banner. Where is it? No, it's not it.
You have a thing with a ring the bell showing up.
I know, I'm trying to get rid of it.
I've never seen one go up like that before.
Well, there it is. It's a banner on it's a banner here you can use on StreamYard.
Yeah, I haven't played around with all the new features.
Go in the back. Well, you can see I've got my SKU at the top here, right? You scan that. That takes you to my website. Then you can go in the back here when it comes to media assets, and you can pick, or widgets as well. You can pick them. And so I often have like, subscribe, whatever, but I wish it was just stationary, but it pops in and out, so it can be a bit distracting, especially if it shows up underneath his name, underneath Gerald's name, so it can be distracting. So I just pulled it out. And
yeah, you think it would automatically ship to the.
Yeah, they used to put them at the top, but now they're shoving them down in the bottom. So I don't know. I'm still playing with it too. So
yeah, they keep on tweaking the program, and I haven't even bothered watching the videos. I'm usually rushing to just get on and get set up, and
yeah,
I've been so busy around the house.
I know it sounds like you're packing yourself, like packing like crazy, right?
Yeah, I am, and I've got tons of stuff stacked up all in my bedroom, which is driving me crazy because it makes it feel like I'm in a clutter box.
Well,
I need to clear out the sewing table, which is become a catch-all for packing.
yeah.
And this room is my office and my sewing room, so I've got two different types of projects sort of intermingling with each other.
Yeah.
And I cannot believe the amount of fabric and stuff. I've always had my fabric because I buy in large quantities when I buy because I'm quilting. And anything over 3 yards, I put on bolts. And so I have bolts and bolts and bolts of fabric. And I got the bolts for free at Joann's. They just throw them out, you know.
Yeah.
So I asked them if I could have some of their empty bolts, and they were like, "Oh, sure, we have tons." And they gave me some, and I bolted all my fabric up. And when I packed it down, because it used to all be on these shelves behind me, and when I moved my office in here, I took the bolts fabric down, boxed them down. I don't see everything I own, and I kept them on the bolts. Well, I'm sitting in my room, and I have like 4 boxes of bolts of fabric. And I went, I need to take those out of the bolts and condense them. Well, I took 3 boxes and made them 1 by just taking the bolts out. And I threw the bolts out. My husband's going, "Why are you throwing all those out?" I said, "Because it's bulky and I need to get all the stuff on the truck when we move, not just some of it. I don't want to leave behind things that I don't want to have to rebuy."
Yeah.
And I probably got 10 or 15 quilts that I design my quilts as I go. So I don't always use patterns. I make patterns up as I'm going. And so I like to just, pull color palettes out and then design them as I'm going. And then as I design them, who they belong to, as I'm making them, I suddenly know who the quilt's for.
Yeah, isn't it amazing how that happens?
It is the weirdest process, but yeah, I love doing it. But I haven't been quilting the last 2 years. I broke down my long arm and all that, and I have quilts. I have quilts for my grandsons that have not been finished. They have not received their first quilts yet, and they're 8 and 5 now. My daughter's guilting me on it. I said, once I get moved, I'll get my long arm back up and I'll get those quilts finished. The boys will get them by Christmas. We can get moved for Christmas. I can knock out a quilt in 2 days from beginning to end. I'm really fast, but.
And yours are machine quilted, right?
Yeah, but I freestyle. I don't use
mine were all handmade. They were all hand appliqué. They were all stuff with the foam. With the fiber. Like I gave it to my daughter. It's sitting in a bag in her crawl space. It took me 2 years to make. I said, if you don't want that quilt, someone will give it back to me, and I'll find someone that will love it. It was a garden theme, and all the appliques were like really old patterns.
Yeah,
Amazing.
people want to see some of the quilts I've designed. You can go to my Instagram. I have they're all on Instagram. So if you want to see some of my quilts, but there's one lambs all over that is an applique that I made for my granddaughter, my second granddaughter. That my daughter was pregnant with her. I knew the colors that were for this child that she was going to love, and it's really funny because when my daughter decorated her nursery, she had picked exactly the colors I had picked.
Wow.
We just that's how in tune we were to this child. But I designed the lambs all over this quilt, and
wow.
I loved making that quilt. And my daughter's like, it's applique, and I'm like, yeah, but aren't they cute?
Wow. Okay. Trend Zone says action. We got to get his reading out here. Action. Okay, we're going to get it up here.
Read.
Okay, Trend Zone. There could be an opportunity that's coming in for you as well. You've got the Ace of Wands. It could have to do with money or some sort of event or something to do with money. I see that happening. You're going after it. You're finally seeing something in a situation that you're excited about and you want to go towards it. The universe is supplying you everything you need. You've got the Magician. Don't be afraid. This is the beginning of starting something new. You may have an idea of something you want to do different, and you're going to be able to go forward and do it. So moving forward with what it is you want to do. King of Pentacles says you can do anything. Okay. Trend Zone, you've got great cards here. This is a card of success. This is a card of moving forward. This is a card of confidence. This is a card of landing on your feet no matter what and coming up smelling like a rose. Something's going to be leveraged in your favor, and it's a great card. Don't be afraid to go after any new opportunity that presents itself, even if it's love, because you got the Ace of Cups. So you know what? Don't be afraid. Get yourself out there. You know what? If you're wanting to meet some lady friend of yours, get yourself out there. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. There's always some opportunity that could be presenting itself, and you have the ability to do that because you are definitely a charmer. So don't be afraid.
Seen a woman coming in his life for quite some time now.
They'll be very lucky to have you. The world, the Wheel of Fortune comes in. I always say when that shows up, jump on that wagon and ride it hard. You never know how long your luck's going to last, but you're in a lucky cycle right now. Things are going to be working out for you. I think that you could. It's possible that the universe is going to send you somebody that you're going to be comfortable with. It may start off as a social friendship first, but then it's going to grow. I don't think you have to worry about anybody that's going to take advantage of you. This is a card that tells me you might be going on a road trip. You could be going to meet somebody, to drive there, to meet somebody. Now, I gave you a couple of oracle messages, and the one says rebuild imbalanced relations, okay? If the scales are tipped, it's time to restore balance. Step forward and create harmony in your relationships, okay? So if you've had a problem with somebody, you might just want to, wipe your hands clean of it. But you also might want to just restore balance and say, hey, you know what? It's okay to agree to disagree and not make a big thing out of it. The other card you've got is work through your feelings. Okay. Don't be afraid to show your feelings. Don't be afraid to, you're pretty straight up. I've done readings on you. You're honest as the day is long. You're pretty straight up. There isn't a phony bone in your body. And I love that about you. So just stand your ground and be who you truly are. You don't have to impress anybody. And you know what? I think the universe is going to be sending you something in the form of an opportunity that you're really going to be happy about. So you're going to land on your feet anyway, because you've got the card of the Midas touch. So good cards, Gerald.
Funny, I only got one pinnacle for you in the whole reading, which is very unusual.
Yeah.
You were commanding action, so that's what came out of my deck is the action cards. I'm going to read the underlying card because this is a card I never get for you. You have a Taro moment coming. I think this is that financial market, something you love to dabble in. But we were talking yesterday, and you were saying, put your money in gold and silver. I think you're on the right track there. It's not time to play the market. It's time to invest safely. If you don't go the other direction, you may find that you're hitting the losses. But I don't have to tell you this. I am not a financial advisor, as we well know. But you follow the numbers, you follow those trends, and I think you're on the right track to avoid having a Taro moment in doing the thing you love to do, is playing the markets, and you're very good at that. It's been lucrative for you. But yeah, it's a cautionary moment in the stock market. We're so volatile right now, so you're playing that card. But it's followed by the Page of Wands. This is the take action, but it's telling you that yes, you need to take action, but you need to be cautious, with that Taro behind it, as you're moving forward in dabbling in that area. And I don't have to tell you this, you already know this. You get the Three of Wands. See, you want an action card, you're getting the action cards. And this Three of Wands is you just taking that, you're waiting for your ships to come in. Right now it's not time to wait for the big stock market jump, unless you're following Trump's announcements as he's making them and you got insider information. I would watch out on that end. And it's time to just take a rest with this Four of Swords. This is that warrior that's returned back. He's relaxing in his boat, reflecting on the energy that's been coming through. And yeah, it's time to just relax and watch the market, but not so much play the market. Play it on paper, not in money. And follow your own advice on how you're going to invest right now. I'm coming into the beginning of this reading with the Ten of Swords. So you've got that caution card coming at the underlying cards and at the beginning of the reading, telling you be cautious at this period of time. This is definitely financially ran, because we end on a financial card. But you do have, by making good decisions, you're going to celebrate the decisions you made, because how you playing that right now is going to pay off for you in the upside, because you're not losing anything. You're being very cautious. Right in the center of the reading, this is that Queen of Wands. This is that person I keep seeing coming towards you. And like Brenda said, and I've said it to you too, this is going to be somebody that you really enjoy, that becomes a very, very intimate friend with you. I don't see it starting as love, but it could evolve into love. But this is going to be somebody that you really, really connect to with this Queen of Wands. And she's an action person too. She's very bright, very intelligent. She's going to be your match intellectually. This person is going to become a very, very close friend with you. So watch out for this person coming into your life if they haven't already done so, because this is going to be somebody that's going to be around. This is not a gold digger type. This is not a person that's going to take advantages of your generosity and your warm heart. This is going to be somebody you really, really enjoy spending time with and going around. And keep seeing it. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it, because this is going to be a person that's going to really impact your life a lot. Could be a lover, yes, it could evolve to that, but it's going to be an extremely good friendship. You're just going to bond with this person. It's like a good, comfortable shoe. Then I get the Five of Swords. This is, that warning, because I get double fives right at the end of the reading. The Five of Swords is, stand in your strength. This is a battleground that you're coming through. This is that volatile economy that we're in. It's telling you, take every caution. And then it's followed by the Five of Pentacles, feeling like you're left out in the cold. Something you love and enjoy doing is working with investments and things like that, because it just sings in your heart to be able to follow that and know the trends and everything and understand what's going on. It's a gift that you have. Not everybody has it, but you're going to be slowed down because of the economy. So, follow those numbers on paper. You can pretend to invest, but don't lose your real money doing it. But you feel that market, you understand the markets and how they flow. So this is that caution in the wind of to keep that Midas touch on. You're going to have to hold back. And like you said, invest in gold and silver. That's a safe bet. They don't go down. Very rarely do they go down. They hold their value. And that's going to be your best bet in the future going forward until the economy picks back up. And it will pick back up, but it's going to be, it's going to be a roller coaster ride. So if you do put money into the markets, do it cautiously, do it minimalistically. A quick roll of the dice. Don't put the house on the line. So, anyways, those are the cards I get for you, which is very unusual because I usually have really good, phenomenal cards. Division and conservation. Yes. So, but you know what you're doing.
Awesome reading.
I said
conversion and conversion, he says. Swerve and deflect. Okay, I love it. Okay, hi Kelly. Welcome to my channel. I'm not sure if you've been out here before or you follow me. If you do, thank you so very much. And thank you for trusting us to do this. You'd like a general reading, life or love? Okay, well, it's funny. I was putting your cards out there and Spirit told me not to just go with one suit. So they've made me lay down Oracle and Taro. So starting off, there's something that you might be getting involved in right now. You could be studying and focusing and analyzing things, checking the fine print. You might be signing a contract of some sort or something like that. I want you to be mindful. Step up and take the helm. Okay, take the helm. This could have to do with maybe you're signing, you're committing yourself to a relationship, or you're committing yourself to doing something scholastic, or you could be studying some new form of topic here. But check between the fine print if you are ready to sign anything. Okay, be mindful of that. It comes in with the King of Wands. The King of Wands is standing your ground, not backing down, paying attention. He is a leader. And leaders don't make mistakes or set themselves up for a fall. So I want you to read between the lines if you are being subjected to signing any kind of legal documents, because I always say to people, once the ink hits the paper, it's a done deal. Consumer beware. Now, you've got the card communication and important news and messages coming in. Okay. So pay attention again, read between the lines. Something's coming in. You could be receiving something you wanted to know about love. There's your lovers. Okay. You might be receiving some sort of a little message from somebody. They're going to communicate with you. Somebody's going to send you either a text, a call, a little gift of endearment, or a message of some sort that is letting you know that they're interested in you. Okay. You're going to be subjected to making some mindful choices and decisions on a heart level. You're going to let your heart lead your head right now, but make sure that you are sure of that. Okay. Communicate well. You don't want to get involved in any dialogue or sharing anything with them that isn't, isn't clear and concise. I know you're honest, but it's important that both parties are clear and concise for accuracy. Okay. Now, coming in the center, your help, your hurdle, and your challenge, you've got anger, dismay, and upset. You're going to cut somebody out of your life. You got the Queen of Swords right above that. Okay. So there could be somebody here that you are parting ways with, and there could be a new one coming in, a new partner coming in, a lover coming in. But in the meantime, you have to let go of what you've had to deal with in the past. I'm seeing a relationship in the past where you locked horns. One saw black, one saw white. It always led to some sort of a sparring situation. And I think that you've decided that you've had enough of it. You've walked away. You're letting go of anything in a long time relationship, she's saying. So you know what? I think that it's not working out. Okay. I'm seeing you have had enough of a situation. It's nothing but locking horns with each other. It's a constant debate or an argument in this situation. The Queen of Wands, she goes out solo. She's known as the widow or the divorcee. She goes out by herself. She wipes her hands clean. She says, you know what? I'm done with this crap. I'm out of here. And she moves on. She goes on with confidence. I like her. A lot of people say she's hard-nosed. She cuts through the red tape. But you know what? I think that you've had a situation here. You know, keep track of your anger. You know, don't allow yourself to get angry over silly things. Okay. You could be dealing with a lot of stress that has to do with a relationship, and I think you're going to cut ties. Okay, with that, you've had enough of it. You've had to settle. You've taken a back seat to avoid confrontation, and it's always a locking of the horns. You guys seem to be very opposite when it comes to discussions and seeing things together. Now, you're strong and you're not going to back down. And there may be people that'll say, are you crazy, Kelly? Why would you do that? You've been in this relationship a long time, blah, blah, blah. You know what? This is your journey, Kelly. You have to make yourself happy. You have to be the one that's going to go out there and say, this is my life. I don't deserve to settle. I don't deserve to have to take a back seat. I don't deserve to have to put up. Right. So I think you're going to take a stand and you're going to move forward, and you're not going to listen to all those doubters that are going to say, oh, you know, you shouldn't be doing it. No, don't listen to it. You're on a journey. Okay. This is a journey. All right. But I do think that when this is over, you're going to need a respite. You may be planning a trip. You may be, even if it's a short respite, even if it's a short little trip, you could be traveling, moving on, and taking a flight. I see you moving on. Okay. Very soon. I think you're making your mind up to do that. Now, coming in next, you could be dealing with a team of people, okay? Whether they're legal eagles or people at work, or you have a team of people that support you. And everybody's out for the same goal of success and happiness here. So don't isolate. Don't keep these things all in for yourself. You may need to find legal guidance. You may need to find moral guidance. You may need to find spiritual guidance here. Okay. But this card says, if you work with the team of people around you, the same goals of happiness and success, it's going to work out in your favor. You're going to get your time to speak up. You're going to get your time to say your words, and your thoughts are going to come out. Okay. At the end of the day, what have you got? You've got success, recognition, rewards, and moving forward. You just have to be the one to make the decision, Kelly. Okay. Moving forward. So, you know what? I think that you've been studying a situation for a while. I think that there's a reason that you want to cut ties with somebody or the situation and the energy around you at this time. And you've been having an ongoing battle with somebody's energy around you. And it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to take a stand. It's time for you to go big or go home. And I think you're going to do that, because in any case, you are going to be much happier. Okay. So
they're in 2 probate cases right now. They've been
who?
Kelly.
Oh, you know Kelly. Okay. Well, I don't know Kelly.
She's one of
okay.
them.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
So not a marriage problem. I can tell you that right now. I think she has a very sound. This is a family issue.
Okay.
It's been going on for quite some
There's
time.
Something that she's cutting ties with. Yeah. She's had enough of it.
They have been trying to work out.
Okay. So my reading was fairly accurate then.
Yeah, it's very accurate.
Okay.
The underlying cards of this reading is, you have options that are being presented now. And I agree with Brenda on any legal documents going through. Read all the fine print. Make sure you go through it with a fine-tooth comb. I know for business you deal with contracts, and so you're always reading the fine print when contracts are made and agreements are made. It's part of the way you function in life. You can't just sign a document because it's a form document. No, you still read the fine print, because anything could be inserted in the fine print. So watch those options as they come for things. I think that the probate will go okay. They will get resolved. They take a long time, especially in the United States. It's not black and white.
Yeah.
Especially when there's family conflicts.
And if it's wills, right? I think that what's going to happen is, once this is done, Kelly, you're washing your hands of it. You're saying, you know what? You're out of my life.
Some of the relationships with the interrelationships within the family, you're gonna draw a line in the sand and just say, I'm not going there anymore. I'm not playing this game. I'm not getting involved.
No, the Queen of Swords, you're out
You
of
get
there.
the Ace of Cups, so you're going to come out on top. And I love this, the way this card's depicted.
Yeah,
With the pearl, the oyster with the pearl. You're going to come out okay financially, but watch those P's and Q's as you're going through this process. There is a devil in the midst, but this has been going on for quite some time within your interrelationships within the family and conflicts that keep on arising in your family. Yeah, there's somebody out there that's trying to stronghold the whole situation and get everything their way. But you're not going to play that game. You're going to stand firm in your energy. You know what you're doing. You know how to handle yourself, and you know what is right for you in the situation. And you also are on the sides of other people that this person is trying to manipulate into making unreasonable agreements. You are that Queen of Cups. You're that nurturer. You're the one that takes care of yourself. It even looks like you. There you are, walking in your power. You're nurturing. You are emotional. You are not going to allow yourself to be stepped all over. You are looking at the picture from clear eyes. You don't have your head buried in the sand here in this situation. We come into the reading. Those were the underlying cards. We come into the reading. You get the sun shining on you. So where you're standing in this whole proposition, the sun's shining on you. It's going to illuminate what's right for you as you're moving into this. You're not in this alone. You're working in conjunction with other people that you have partnered up with, that you are going to stand in your strength and stand together for what is right going through this process. So just trust in that energy, because this is going to bring happiness within the family realm. That's all on the same page. So you have family happiness coming in here. This is going to end. This is you get the death card. So it's an ending of this process to start a new beginning. Every time there's a death card that comes up, this is not literal death. This is the end of a situation and a new beginning moving forward. And like I said, I don't think this is a relationship problem with you and your husband, because he's here to support you. He's the King of Cups, and here you are on the other end of the reading, the Queen of Cups.
Wow.
Your partnership with your spouse. So that's good. And I still see that baby coming. So I don't know if you're pregnant or if it's on its way, but I keep on seeing that baby. And I don't even have a baby card here, but my first thought was, I wonder if you're pregnant. So, because I always see you with this baby. It's a girl.
Why do I see real estate? Something to do with real estate with her.
She's a real estate agent. She's a broker.
Okay, so I didn't know that, but they were showing me real estate around her. And I was thinking, why are they showing me you're okay, great, Kelly.
Not right now. Okay. She's not pregnant yet.
No, not right now. But I was seeing real estate, and that's why I'm saying, why are they showing me real estate around
Yeah,
this?
that's what I said. The contracts are her business.
That's awesome. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. Spirit sends me messages like they do. The thing with Kathy and I is we get downloads all the time, and that's intuition, and that's our guide sending us messages. But for some reason, I looked at her and I said, why are they showing me real estate around her? So there you go. She's a real estate agent. Is she from Canada? Kelly, are you in Canada?
No, she's in Colorado.
She's in Colorado? Okay. All right.
She's got a really good real estate market.
Yeah. For some reason, they were showing me real estate. So stay with it. That's obviously what your niche is. Yeah. She's thinking of having a baby by October.
Oh, yeah. It's coming. It's a girl.
Yeah. I could see this opposing energy. There was somebody that wanted to, stir the pot up on her here. She's going to walk.
I kept seeing these partnerships and family cards.
Yeah.
I knew it was a family, because her husband's at the end of the reading.
Yeah.
And they have a very good relationship. So, it's a long-term relationship, and it's a good one. It's a strong one.
Perfect.
They've been through it.
We've been there and come out the other side. That's wonderful. Well, I didn't know, Kelly, and all I could do was go with what Spirit was showing me. And
I was loving your reading, because you
were very quiet. And I thought, Kathy's really quiet listening to me. She's not, she's thinking about what I'm saying. I didn't know you knew Kelly. And so she's in your room all the time, I guess. And that's amazing, Kelly. Thank you so much for coming in to support my channel with Kathy.
she has this my mentor who trained me in auditing on the job was a Shockley, and I know that's her
Oh,
married.
wow. Yeah.
But she has that same energy that Linda had. Um, and I've always picked up on that vibe. She's extremely bright woman, very number oriented. She knows what she's doing. Um, and I think she's very successful in her market. So, but yeah, she's a wonderful person. And
See what she said,
uh,
my
I,
Mary.
I have seen babies coming in her life for quite some time.
Yeah.
And
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Kelly, for that. It was amazing. I'm glad that the message I was getting was the same kind of energy, and I didn't know that.
I didn't want to project anything into
No, and I
you.
don't. I want to, me. I'm going with it. I knew. I kept thinking,
I'm
Kathy's
like,
really
oh yeah,
quiet.
you're on track.
Kathy's really
It's not
quiet.
an
She's
image,
really
it's
listening
a
to what I'm
pattern.
saying here. Yeah. So I was on par. So that was great. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And we can't say thank you enough for supporting both.
It is going to all it's going to take some time through the
Yeah.
probate. Probates
Oh,
can run a
thank
year,
God.
2 years, up to 3 years.
Yeah.
But this has been going on for a while in your family, and yeah, you have somebody very overbearing that's trying to run the show and take
Oh
over.
yeah. Well, there's always, it's always greed, eh?
Yeah, and
Greed.
there's a group of you that are all on the same page.
Yeah.
Join with your alliances where you're going to stay strong and hold on there. It will work itself out and everything will settle down. And yeah, I see you cutting ties with the conflict in the family. You've
Yeah.
all been doing rounds too long.
So you got the death card, and I got the Queen of Swords. She's definitely gonna. That'll
And
be
it's
it for
gonna
her.
come to a
She's gonna
head.
be happy and live her life with the people who make her happy, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna have a baby. She wants to have that peace and harmony around her. And
Yeah.
Kathy, it doesn't have to be blood family. We can pick and choose our families, right? As well.
Oh
And
yeah.
they don't have to be blood. And often our friends that we bring in as families are even better than our blood families in some cases, right?
Well, I know she has that really tight relationship with her family, so the
Yeah.
conflict is just was not. It came from left field. It threw the whole family off, and
Wow.
it's been a lot of infighting, and that's going to get resolved.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just have to cut ties. When
Exactly. For your own peace.
for your own peace of mind and your own health and the health of those that you love that are near and dear to you. So.
Okay, we got Tammy Bambi. Tammy, it used to be Tammy Bambi. Now it's Tammy Middleton, her real last name. But she used to be our Tammy Bambi.
But there's a story behind the nickname.
Okay, so she's saying left field from brother's ex-girlfriend. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Okay. So it's an outsider family member.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
you hate it? That's a case of sour grapes for sure, right? Revenge, Wow. She feels like she's a scorned woman and she's going to do whatever she can to make her mark. Well, she won't.
Yeah. The way you make a mark being somebody coming into a family group is by pissing off all the family members.
Oh, yeah.
Mark, and it's not the one you anticipated.
No,
So.
no, for sure. Okay, Tammy, interesting cards here, my darling. First of all, step into your power. Don't be afraid to go out after what you want. Okay. This is a card that says you may be coming up against some opposition right now. And, in the perfect world, we wouldn't have these problems, but there could be some opposing energy coming in. But you're going to get over it because you've got the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords is getting over it. Okay. You're back. You're going to be back on your feet and back in the game. You're going to be able to hold your head up again. You are at a crossroads here with the Two of Swords where, it's like, do I stay or do I go? What do I do? Do I make this decision? Do I make that decision? But it's not seeing things in complete clarity. And with the Two of Swords, once you see everything in complete clarity, you'll be able to make your mind up and move forward with whatever that topic is. The Nine of Swords comes in as well. Pardon me, the Ten of Swords comes in as well. You've got two tens here, completion, end of things. The Ten of Wands, you had the Swords. The Wands is pushing yourself really hard, getting the job done. But you come to a conclusion, and I often read this card is that, you make the plateau, you make it up that hard mountain, you get it done, you look down over that topographical view and you go, I did it. But was it fun? Likely not. It was a hard thing for you to get done. You've been through some struggles, but you've made it through. And you couldn't see at one time the trees for the forest. Now you can. You're going to make life easier for you. Life is going to get easier for you as you move forward. You've got two beautiful opportunities coming in. You have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Seeing clarity. The Ace of Swords is all about that aha moment where the third eye opens and you have this epiphany and you go, yeah, you know what? Now I can see the situation for what it is. And I've got a clear sight line now. I know where I'm going. The Ace of Wands is you're going to do it. Okay, you're going to go after it. You're going to take the bull by the horns and say, whatever this event is, whatever this opportunity that has come in the form of the Ace of Wands, you're going after it. It's a new beginning. It's good news. You're physically going to go after it. The Ace of Swords is new ideas and victory and success, getting through something, okay, and finding success coming out of it. Now, your next card it says, speak your world into being. Okay, so this is a first quarter moon in Gemini. You could be dealing with a Gemini or not, that energy around you. But this is all about manifesting what you want. This is all about doing that work, that inner work, that self-reflection. And you're always thinking about that, Tammy, in the back of your mind. You need to really, really commend yourself for how far you've come in life to this point. So many people would have given up. So many people would have not fought as hard as you did. And the thing is, I think you were being divinely guided. You're a very spiritual girl. I know that, I think you leaned in, you got on your knees many times. And because you trusted that guidance, you were able to fight the demons, and you did. So stepping into your powers, what you're doing, you're speaking your world into being. So whatever it is you want, whether it's the job, the car, the house, the money, the relationship, good health, happiness, whatever it is, you have the ability now to sit there and really speak with spirit about that. And you know what? It can happen. Well, my beautiful Tammy, that is your reading for now. And thank you again, our doorkeeper, our monitor. You're amazing. You're always here every week to support not only me, but other people like Kathy and other people out there. You're amazing.
Always in my room. I love Tammy, and
yeah. Look at, she says,
a fighter. She is a fighter.
Yeah. She's
she knows
so many demons, and she's always there for her family and her, her support system. And she's always supporting everybody else. I mean, look at her. She's out here with us all the time.
Yep. It's funny because I talked to Tammy yesterday, and we had, I'm not going to divulge the conversation we had, but
private. Yeah.
Coming into this reading, she was, had a concern about somebody talking smack about her. Her ears were, she was getting that signal that we get when things happen.
Yeah.
And it's showing up in the cards now, Tammy. Somebody out there, I get the Five of Pentacles. You feel like you're being left out in the cold. Somebody's giving you that cold shoulder, that bad mouth, and you feel like you're in battle. But with this vibe of throwing. But we talked about this yesterday. Trust me, you are in a safe place. This person that's stepping in is not being taken care of, because where you're in your relationships right now is you're the Empress. You're pregnant with all kinds of new possibilities. You know where you stand. You have the light on you. And you're in that good place. You're in that sound relationship. Things are going well, and you have nothing to worry about. You know where you're standing in this situation. You've been through enough. You are taking the time to reflect. Do I need to worry about this? No. That battle's long gone. It's over. You know where you're standing now. Just kick back and relax and reflect on the past, and know that you're moving only in the right direction. This is going to end quickly. You get the Death card. So it's coming to an ending, and it will resolve itself. So don't fuss and worry about it. Know that everything's moving in the right direction, and your guides and spirit has your back. You're the one the underlying card of the reading is the Chariot card. You're driving your own chariot. You're moving. You manifest this relationship, the people that are in your life, and where you're moving forward. And yes, you are in control of this situation, so no reason to fret. You are being guided. Here's that Herman card. You are connected with spirit. You stay connected to spirit, and your faith is strong, and it reflects in your relationships with the people around you that are important to you. And know that they've got your back, and spirit's got your back. They're guiding you all the way. And what does this bring you? The final card of the underlying reading is that Two of Cups, that partnership, that happiness, everything that you've always wanted, and it's there. So trust in that energy. When we talked yesterday, we'd toss this around, and this is what I advised you to. So it's now showing up in the cards. You're in that sound relationship. There's no reason to fret or worry. Things are in a great place. So trust in that guidance and that energy. You've got all the important people in your life supporting you, and you're so supportive of them. So just stay where you are and go in the same direction you're at, and trust that you're doing the right thing. So blessings to you, Tammy. Yeah, I love it.
She says her family has her back. Yes, they do, Tammy. Yeah.
You have the right people in your life, and
Yeah, exactly.
You're standing in your strength. You've taken control, and you've proven not only to yourself that you can do this the way you want to do this, but you also have let people know that you're not putting up with the shit from the past.
Yeah.
The past is a past. I'm only living forward. You're strong in your faith, and you're strong in your relationships, and that's what matters. Is that you have that really good backing. So blessings to you, Tammy. I'm glad we talked. We hadn't talked in a while, so it's nice to touch base.
Okay, we have Damara. Damara, do you want a general or do you have a specific topic you would like us to focus on? Damara, are you here? Well, you always like to be the last. Past is the past. That's right, Tammy. And you've learned that. They need to, whoever's bugging you. Okay. Damara, are you here? Damara, where are you? Damara, where are you? Come here. Come hither.
Saw her recently in the chat.
Where are you? I'm calling you. Do I have to call you?
I love the train.
Yeah. Here's a good one for her. Damara, where are you?
She's probably playing us.
Come on, Damara. I'm calling you
out of the house, taking care of things.
Oh dear, I know I gotta turn it off. Hang on. I gotta find out how to turn it off.
I understand. We can read for her safely.
Okay, we're good.
As I'm sitting here thinking about tomorrow, I'm seeing business opportunities coming.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I thought I turned it off. Well, this is hilarious, guys. This is hilarious. Widget, notes.
I have ran across that button.
I have to figure out why it won't stop.
Because Spirit's trying to wake her up and tell her we have a message for her.
Okay, it's done. I deleted it. I got rid of it. That's hilarious. Oh, please step forward, Wanda says. Come on, where are you? Okay. Trent's killing himself laughing. Look what Trent's on here. She might have stepped out for a minute. Okay. We're going to, what do we got here? Okay, so we're going to wait a few more minutes. She may step forward. In the meantime, we've got Wanda. Let's give Wanda a couple cards. 3 cards for Wanda. She's in our room, okay? So let's see, Wanda. We'll give you a couple of cards here because you're in our room. And we'll wait for our beautiful Damara to come on back out.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
funny why it
my
wouldn't.
guide's got a message for her because I started channeling her. She's got business opportunities coming towards her. So they do have something to say. I haven't even thrown cards for her yet.
Funny. Yeah. Maybe that's why the horn kept honking, saying she needs to see this. You're welcome, Wanda. Okay, we're going to pull a couple cards on it for you.
Well, Wanda, you are the Two of Swords. I love it. Look at that warrior in you, taking charge. And you're not alone in your efforts as removing swords. These are the underlying cards of the reading. You have the Three of Cups. You're going to be celebrating the actions that you're taking with that sword. That sword is that empowerment card. That is you being the lioness that you are, standing in your strength and that beautiful energy with that Two of Swords. Opportunities are coming your way with that Two of Swords, and you're going to make an opportunity that is going to empower you. You're working in conjunction with other people. You will be celebrating your actions, and it's coming quickly because you get the Eight of Wands pushing you forward in a very positive direction. You've been feeling a bit out in the cold lately. Like things haven't been falling into place in you. Well, that's going to change very quickly because you're not out in the cold. Your financial situation, your worries are going to be lifted soon because these opportunities are going to strengthen you and bring you prosperity. You just need to reflect on your past and know that you will not make the same mistakes you made in your past. You're reflecting, you're feeling like that wounded warrior. You're reflecting over the battles you've gone through, knowing that you've learned the lessons along the way, and it's going to propel you forward into happiness. Because whatever action you take, you get the Ace of Wands in it, so it is going to be very successful. It's bringing you that prosperity that you're going to use your creativity, your knowledge, and your energy, that fire energy in you, that's going to allow you to propel yourself forward. So trust in the energy that's coming forward because things are about to change, and they're going to change very quickly. So watch for those opportunities, and you won't have a bad decision. Both opportunities are going to lead you to success. One will be more successful than the other. As I always say, don't take the easy route. Take the more challenging route because you learn the most out of the challenges. So.
Wow. I tell you, I'm using Oracle messages and Kathy's using tarot messages, and both of us have the same energy and same message. Get busy, get moving, motivated, going after your goals, taking action, charging towards something that you really are motivated about and enthusiastic about. You're going to hit the finish line. You're rushing towards something that's going to bring you so much happiness. And it's going to be the ending of doing things the old way. You're going to complete something and you're going to hit that finish line. And the finish line is going to bring you money, wealth, and more prosperity. And again, Kathy talked about that success too. So you're getting motivated to go towards something here. Okay, so go for it. Don't be afraid to go for it. All right, Wanda? It's beautiful. Now we got Jeff. We're good. We got Jeff in the room too. Let's do Jeff. Okay, we'll pull a couple cards for Jeff. See what we got.
You woke Jeff up.
I woke Jeff up. I know he says he likes the horn.
Love the horns.
And I couldn't shut it down. And so I just had to delete it completely. I turned the volume off on the horn. I did everything. 100% right. Oh, thank you, Wanda. We love hearing that. So yeah, great.
I love those big energy cards that come out and it's like, oh, opportunities coming your way, and you're gonna just go for it.
Yeah, for sure.
I need some of that in my life.
Wow.
I know you sent me a message. I mean, your house is gonna sell. Don't worry about it. I'm like, I'm just trying to get it on the market.
Wow.
Yeah, I was talking to one of the companies I'm going through for financing for my house, and I have a VA loan at 2.45. That's a start 2.25, which is an assumable loan. I said, yeah, I really want to target the VA market right now, because they'll have to do what they call a bridge loan, which is basically like taking a second loan out. if they're VA qualified, they can assume my loan at the
Temporary. It's just
2.5
yeah,
and have a very small amount on the higher interest rate.
yeah.
Which the real estate company I'm working with, they're going, "Oh, your house is so marketable right now with the interest rates where they're at." She goes, "Yeah, I will line you up with the right agent, to bring that market to you." So yeah,
Okay, I got something to say here. Damar is back, and Trent says he's back. So, what were the two of you doing together when you left? I had to play the air horn that wouldn't stop playing to get Damar's attention, and it says you were in the background too. Gerald, what are
well,
you two?
Gerald, maybe Damara is your
You two
special
up
someone.
to here? It's funny, eh? So I'm playing the air horn to get your attention, Damara, and you're not answering us. And then I couldn't shut the air horn down. And everybody's laughing, right? And Jeff says here, I love the air horn. It's pretty cool. So anyway, we're going to do you after we do Jeff. Okay. So don't take off, you two, again. All right. He's laughing. Look, he's listening. Okay. All righty. Two new beginnings. Okay. Jeff. Did you just do him? No.
No, I haven't. I haven't pulled for Jeff yet.
Okay, so I'm going to do it. So Jeff, you might be finding things slow down and get kind of stagnant in the winter. Some of these cards have timestamps on them. And this particular one says you're going to take one step forward and two step back. Things in the winter might slow down. Whatever goal you've been heading towards or working on, I don't want you to get stressed out about it because we do have peaks and valleys when we are working on our goals or even our profession. But you're going to get there. I do see stability this summer. I do think things are good for you in the family circle or the friendship circle. I do think that you're getting support and comfort from people around you. I think you're feeling the love right now from people that are around you that you trust, that care for you, and they're on this journey with you. You're going to see good luck coming in because you've got the good luck, good fortune, and the windfall card. Okay. So things are going to start working out for your favor. When we have the support of people around us, when we're going through things or we're planning things or we're enthusiastic about things, these people are there for you. And at the very end, your final outcome card is success, recognition, rewards, and moving forward. So you've got two really good positive cards here. You've got the support of people around you, but I want you to just have a heads up in the winter. Things could get a little slow and stagnant, and you might even feel bored. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Jeff. Thank you again for coming into the room.
I love the first card coming into this reading. It's the Knight of Cups, and he's playing chess. Cups is all about emotion. Knights are about moving, taking charge of your emotions as you're moving forward. You've got this game. You know which direction you want to go. You're just waiting for the opportunities to open up. You've got a little bit of infighting going on in your head, though. I get the Five of Swords. That's an internal infighting that you've got going on. I don't think it's a fight with people around you at all. I think it's your contemplation of, should I do this? Should I do that? What direction do I want to go? Trying to make decisions on planning for your future. Trust in the decisions you make. You're on the right track. You're not repeating old decisions. You're making new decisions that's going to propel you forward. Take the time to reflect a little bit back on your past as you're doing this mental infighting and realize that things that haven't worked out for you in the past were lessons to learn. Always ask yourself when you have not been as successful as you want to be, what did I learn in this process? Because if you don't learn the lesson that you were meant to learn when things don't go the way you want them to, there was a lesson in that. And that means you need to change the direction you're going, accept the lesson, and use that energy to propel you forward in a more positive way. There's always good. When something bad happens, there's always something good that happens out of it. You have to look for that goodness to bring that forward in how you move. You get the Seven of Wands. You are going to be taking action. You're getting ready to balance and cross that bridge, and you are going in the right direction. You've got to trust your bridge. You've got to trust the direction you're going, because this is going to make changes. You can't sit idly by and wait for somebody to knock on your door and tell you you're prosperous. Prosperity comes by the faith that you have as you make the decisions you're making, which is the next card. You're not making these decisions alone. You are connected with your guides. and you are being guided moving in a forward direction. So as things start to transpire, trust in that inner voice. You hear them, you feel the direction in which they're leading you. Trust in that energy and follow that dream, because what it's going to do is it's going to bring you balanced partnerships moving forward in a really good way. And you get the Two of Cups. This is an emotional partnership. This is a trusting, loving partnership, which is going to bring you prosperity, because cups are always symbols of prosperity coming your way. So as those opportunities come forward, you're not in this alone. You're moving forward into a partnership with somebody that is going to be key to your success. So follow those dreams, those hopes, dreams, and quit pondering over mistakes you made in your past. Let that go. Know that you've learned those lessons. Identify those lessons you've learned. It's going to propel you forward and get you across that bridge. It's going to strengthen your faith in yourself and your guides, and that prosperity is going to come to you. The underlying card in this is the person that you're in partnership with. Is that Queen of Wands. This is an action person. This could be a male or a female, but this is going to be a person that's working with you, getting you the fire under your bridge to make those decisions and move forward in a positive way. So use that queen energy to move forward. That's an action card. It's success, and you're going to do great. So I love it. Yeah, I love this queen. Isn't that a great image too? She's got control of the whole herd.
Okay, wow. This is pretty intense, Tamara. I don't usually get intense readings for you, but I have to read it as it is and trust Spirit's telling me the message that you need to hear. Okay, sweetheart. There's a male here, and I think you're going to do your research on him, because I don't think this person is as honest as they let on they are. This could be somebody that's stepping forward in business, a proposal, or maybe trying to coerce or talk you or charm you into something, but don't take them on their word, because the betrayal card comes in. I think that they're not as committed as they are portraying that they're going to be, and this could have to do with business. This is really going to upset you, because you really thought you could trust this individual, but when you did your research, you realize that, you know what, it's almost like trusting your gut feeling and your intuition, and you're good at that, Tamara. You're out there, you're good at what you do, and unfortunately this is some energy that's coming in, and I see it as a male. They're very charming, they're very well put out, but I think they're full of a lot of hot air, if you know what I mean. They may be trying to blow themselves up. They may be trying to say that they're going to offer you something in the form of some sort of commitment, and at the end of the day they're going to let you down. Okay. So what's she saying here? Came through already. I had to pray myself out of this rut. Okay, so all right, but it's you're moving forward, because you're such a beautiful, strong queen yourself, the Queen of Wands. You know, you've been through hell and back, and you've shown that your due diligence, your determination, and your resilience to bounce back. She says it's work related. Okay, there we go. So thank you, Tamara, for confirming everything I'm saying. But I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a new beginning for you. Okay, there's going to be a new beginning for you, because you're making your mind up that you're going to do this.
I swear, you watched me drop my cards.
Oh, okay. And it's going to be a fresh start for you. So things are going to work out. You want to know why? Because you get that good luck card, the good fortune, and the windfall coming in. Okay, the universe is shining down on you. And the thing here is, with the nine of wands, it's like, when everybody thinks you're going to fall on your face and it's not going to work out and so on, you kind of stand up there and say, you know what? I earned this. I developed this. This belongs to me, and I am not going to let it fall by the wayside. So you're standing up for yourself, and rightfully you should. This is yours, and you own it, and make sure you let everybody know that. Okay. All right. So don't be afraid to do that. It's a new journey for you. You're traveling, you're moving on. Okay, this is a new journey for you, but you could also be planning a trip somewhere. So, when you least expect it, this Knight of Wands shows up, which is fast moving energy. Okay, the momentum picks up. Something comes in all of a sudden, and it could be in the form of making a quick decision that you have to make. It could come in the form of generosity, a journey that all of a sudden comes up, because I see a trip. I see some sort of a journey. Maybe you're going to be getting asked to go somewhere, or you're going to get a call. And you're going to say, okay, I can fit that into my schedule. I'm coming. Okay, so it's also, going through negotiations and things like that too. But you might be changing something on your calendar to maybe have to go somewhere. But I see it as a nice little get together. So, okay, you've dealt with it. She says that she dealt with that energy, that betrayal, that disappointment. It's gone. Now she's got that new beginning. She stood up for herself. She's strong, resilient. I mean, you're like that Indian rubber ball. You bounce it and it just, or the squash ball, it just keeps going and it doesn't stop. Your ball doesn't hit the ground and stop. Your ball keeps bouncing and bouncing, Damara. And that's why you are who you are, where you are, and you always land on your feet and end up being the beautiful person you are and the success that you deserve to have. Every week they are upset because I show up on the show. I ask someone about going on a trip. Well, there you go. What? Who's upset? You deserve to be on that show. They should be grateful and blessed that you're even there, whoever this is. So prayers always help. Yes, my darling. So anyway, you stand in your light, okay? And you're going to. I see a new future. I see happiness, a new beginning. I see you planning something here for a trip. You're going on. You're taking flight. You're going forward. Okay. Whew.
I don't know. Before I even began to throw cards while you were out of the room, the first thing I got is my guides telling me there is business changes coming your way for the good. So yeah, there's messaging around business that and obviously you've been in that energy right now. Your guys have your back. And you have great intuition. First card I get into your reading is that Six of Cups. This is memorabilia. This is not the first time around the track for you. You know the lessons you've learned along the way. You know your business. You know the energy, and you take the time to take caution into the wind. You follow your intuition as you're moving through this energy, and then here comes that person of conflict. He's showing himself as a nice knight of swords. Oh, take charge, take command. Here's my truth. But you're seeing through this. He's acting as a false knight, and your experience is telling you he's too good to be true.
Yeah.
You've picked up on this energy, which I think is just hilarious because I usually never read a knight in a negative mode.
Look how charming he is, right? Look how charming he looks.
Absolutely charming.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
He's clean. He's slick. He's
so full of himself, though, right?
And what happens is you see right through him. You get that 10 of Wands. This is the obstacle that he's reflecting in his image. But you're not going to allow this obstacle to get in your way. You saw it for what it is. You're on the outside of this obstacle, not behind the obstacle, letting it block you. You're the one that's running your own, so you're making your own decisions, and you're doing it with guidance because you love that Queen of Cups, right? Or that Queen of Wands. You are that Queen of Wands. You are in control. You're creative. You're knowledgeable. You know your business. You know the direction in which you want to go, and you're going to take action that is best suited for you. Totally. So yes, you got that Queen of Wands. And then it's followed by the Eight of Swords. And this card is telling me those obstacles, you reflect back on your life as you make every decision you moving yourself forward. You take the reflection in the mirror. You look at yourself. What was successful for me? What obstacles came in my way? Where was I lured in the wrong direction? You've learned those lessons. You've learned to recognize them as you make these decisions. So you're not going to let these obstacles in the way. You use this obstacle to empower you rather than to block you, which makes you make good decisions. Now, I had dropped, as soon as Brenda said it, I had dropped the Death card. And death isn't death. Death is an ending and a new beginning. And so you've taken control of this. You're reflecting that new beginning coming towards you. And boy, did you get it. And I always love it when I'm dropping cards and Brenda's reading them as I lay them down.
I know. I heard.
We do this all the time, and it's so funny.
Yeah.
And then it's followed by the Hermit. You have faith in yourself, in your talents, in the decisions you make. You are strong that way. And your faith is strong, your intuition is strong, and you follow it. You don't ignore when you get that feeling that something's a little off. You listen to those signs, and you go with caution in the wind. And what does this do for you? It gives you that 10 of Pentacles, the success that you're looking for in life, making the best decisions, leading you in the correct direction, and opening the doors up to opportunity. And I'm telling you, you've got good luck, money coming your way. Yeah, God's taking care of you, absolutely, and it's going to come quicker than you think. Because by taking the action that you need, it is going to move quickly and move you in the right direction. So things are falling in place, and you need to take a trip to Chicago. Quiet Trend Zone to come listen to you sing. You have a beautiful voice, and I keep on hearing jazz music around him. Go for it.
Yeah.
And he's a sweet.
Oh, our beautiful, beautiful Tamara. Anyway, our chat room's closed now. And we want to thank every one of you personally for being here. Damara, Jeff Peterson, Wanda Pierce, Trend Zone, Kelly Shockley, and Tammy for being in the room faithfully, always every week when we're out here. We love all of you. You support us in every way you can. And yeah. So I don't know. Are you going live now? Or are you going to have a little bit of a rest?
I'm going to take a break. I'm going to ground myself.
Yeah. It was great, you guys. And so Marby, how did I forget you? Marby, yeah.
Marby, absolutely. I love the direction your cards are moving now. You're making the right decisions.
I feel terrible if I didn't acknowledge you in the room. So, because she's always in our rooms too. So, yes. So anyway, guys, we love you and all of that. And Damara is always here with us.
Yeah, I'm doing oracle readings at 3 o'clock Pacific. That'd be 6 o'clock Eastern time. You do the math in the middle.
Yeah,
it's 3, 4, 5, 6. So whichever time zone you're in, you come join me. I'm going to do short oracles. I'm going to.
It was a great show. Yeah, Kathy and I, we're just so much alike, right? We work the same. We're chop, 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 and we're always
within a week of each
other. It's great. But guys, I want you to put out all your energy, all your healing energy and your prayers for Anne. Our beautiful Anne Ellis Angels, who's with me every Sunday, but she's got some bug that hit her and she just didn't have the energy and she wasn't feeling very well. So
I hope I'm not having problems with salad anymore.
Yeah, I hope it's not that. So so send all your love and your healing energy out to Anne, and hopefully she'll be on her feet soon and be able to be out here again doing what she loves to. But I love working with Kathy. So Kathy, we're going to have to start doing this on a regular basis. And
you should come and join me on Saturdays.
Saturdays are pretty good for me. It's Sundays that I can't, right? But Saturday, maybe a Friday evening.
Anytime you give me
like a Friday evening. I've been trying to think when is the best time to come out for people. I thought of doing a noon hour show one time when people go out to their car and have their lunch. They might want to get.
Yeah, I think that's a hard time.
So after supper,
vary so much.
Like 7 o'clock at night Eastern Standard Time, which would be 6:54 your time.
I thought even maybe doing a Wednesday show just to do a change up in the middle of the week. Wednesday or Thursdays are usually slow for readers. Well, we have several readers that do Wednesday shows. The political. One of the things I always try to watch is not backing up against really, really popular readers that are doing politicals, because I want my audience to be able to come in and get personal readings and things like that, where I'm not reading a lot of political right now. My guides have told me to stop reading political because my son-in-law was working, he's an attorney, and there was a lot of conflict of interest that was coming up with him, and I did not want to step on political toes. So I talked to him. He's going into a private law firm now. And I said, well, how long do I need to quit reading political? Because I really miss reading political. I know you don't read political at all. And I sneak one reading in, but I miss the political readings, and I'm very opinionated and political. But with respect to my family, I've backed off from that. And he said, give me a year and a half. I'll give you a heads up when it's okay. He goes, you do wonderful political readings. You're very accurate. I'm like, well, thank you, non-believer. He calls me readings. It's really funny.
Yeah, yeah.
In fact, he
Well,
changed it, and I
I
read on the
we
two.
could we could even get together like to do private personal readings again. Like say we could call it midweek. You know what I mean? On a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow she's out entertaining at the at the sugar bar. So she says,
Uh-huh.
please don't make it Thursday. No, it won't be a Thursday tomorrow. I promise you that.
Oh
And
yeah,
sometimes
Thursday,
I
Friday, Saturday, Sundays are
yeah,
probably really booked up.
yeah. Or
That's
even a Friday
good.
night might be okay.
Yeah.
What's his name? Ron used to go out from Quebec. Do you know Ron's
Oh yeah,
loving
I actually mentored Ron. I
okay.
actually introduced him to the community. I opened his show
Did
up.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
So sometimes Fridays are good, or I would entitle it "Thank God It's Friday Readings," or we could do midweek readings.
Even at
Getting
Peterson
over
too,
the
a
hump,
little
right?
slow online.
Yeah,
Um, I always think pick a window where there's not a lot of competitive readers out there, so that we
yeah.
can fill the
So
room.
maybe midweek, like a Wednesday night, would be good because we could call it "Getting Over the Hump." You know.
Hogarth and Lena, and them do readings on Wednesday. In fact, I love the style. They each pull a card, and
Yeah.
they end up with a whole reading by
Oh,
pulling one card. And I thought
oh,
that
that's
would be
cool.
fun to do.
So each of them pulls a different card, and then they make a reading out of each card, all in
Well,
all.
it just flows that way. Remember when you and I and Sharon work together, we'll end up doing a full reading for somebody, and we'll each have part of that reading, and it
Yeah.
flows together. It is the strangest thing. And Sharon and Brenda and I, when we read together, it is, well, we're talking over each other. For one thing, we're all three of us Pisces, and our energy just flows. It's amazing to read with all three of us in one
Yeah,
reading.
it's a riot. Our energy is so dead on. Yeah,
And
I think she's at that point too where she's open now to be doing that again, right?
yeah,
She,
and that would be fun, and we
yeah,
could even try that, draw one or two cards
yeah,
each.
that's interesting. Three
It's
people, and then you make a three card
it's
deck.
funny because whatever order we go in and we switch order,
Yeah,
each person will have the beginning, the middle, and the end of the
yeah.
reading, and it'll always fall into place that way. It won't, for some reason,
Well, you know what? We could try Wednesday nights, and we could call it "Getting Over the Hump" midweek readings,
yeah,
and see how it generates any traffic to us, and it might be busier actually. I've
yeah,
always done Sunday because it was a free day for me, but a lot of people are with families, they're busy, it's summer, they're away, and often during the week, even if you're sitting in a hotel room, like I went away for a while, and I'm sitting there at 7 o'clock, you've had your dinner, you don't really want to do anything, you're watching the TV, so what do? We get on YouTube, right? And Tammy says it sounds good too. So yeah, we could call it midweek, getting over the hump midweek, because we talk about Wednesday
and
as
that's where we should grab Sharon in with us,
yeah.
and
And
we'd
I
have
can
some
put it
fun.
out there. If you guys want to come on my channel one week, and then one week we'll go to Kathy's, and one week we'll go to Sharon's, or whatever the case is. Anne's only good on Sundays, so she's not going to mind this because we can't do a 7 o'clock at night for her. It'll be 8, 9, 10, 11. It'll be midnight her time. So she's
Yeah,
okay
that
with
would be hard
that.
to do, and
Everybody's
we
getting,
want to make sure that we come on at
yeah,
least after 5 or around 5 Pacific time, because people are just getting off work, so they
yeah,
can in and listen on the way home, and then jump
yeah,
on
yeah,
enjoying the readings.
yeah,
Figuring that would work out. I know Hogarth, who I watch, I just get a kick out of the way they read. And he always throws astrology into it. He does Vedic astrology, and he's really interesting to watch.
yeah,
He's in England, and then Lena Rodriguez is in Australia,
yeah,
and they have Celtic Sheila, who's in Colorado, and Lady G, who is in, I believe she's in New Mexico.
okay,
We got two Americans and Australian, and so they're
yeah.
pulling their time zones, and that's really crazy because
That's got to be hard.
Australia is 12 hours difference from,
Yeah, yeah, that's got to be
and then
difficult.
he's got the UK playing in on that. So I think he's coming on at midnight to do the shows in the UK, and Lena's jumping in, and it's morning
Yeah,
for her tomorrow. And
yeah.
And
But you
then
know what? A lot of people today, I mean, a
really
lot of
fun.
us, I mean, I don't know about Androids, but I've always had Apple and I just, because it's on my car as well. And I'll just say, hey Siri, or I'll put YouTube on and while I'm driving. And you can still be listening to a show while you're driving because Anne Marie stuttered. She does a lot of traveling on the weekends when I'm out live. And she says, I'm on the road, I'm listening to you guys. We know she's in the room. And all she has to do is, say, hey, I want a question or whatever. So if I went out at, say, 7 o'clock here, it would be 4 o'clock your time.
Yeah.
So people would either be listening to us during dinner or heading home or
They're
whatever.
usually at work still. They're just because if you're working a 9 to 5, or
Okay.
well, it's actually an 8 to 5.
Yeah.
If you're working a regular business day,
7,
you're not quite off work yet, and it's
7.
hard to listen to programming when you're
Yeah.
working.
The only trouble with me, it would make it 9 o'clock at night here.
Yeah,
So we wouldn't be getting out of here till after 10 or 11 o'clock at night.
yeah, yeah. I know you go to bed early too, so
Yeah, but I'm thinking of the people that might come in too. So, you know what? We can play with it. We can be flexible about it. I'm not going to draw the line in the sand because we want to do what's going to be good for everybody, and we
yeah.
want to
Well,
make.
go on at 4:30. We could go on the half hour that people are getting off work. They're in their cars. They can listen to the program. They can still catch the end of the
Yeah,
show,
yeah,
and we can just depending on how many people we're drawing in,
yeah,
um, we can make sure that we pick up a few of those late
yeah.
joiners, so that they get the opportunities to, and we can make it work.
Yeah, we'll see what works for people, how many people, what times they think is good for them. So we could come out one time at 7, which would be 4 your time, and then we can come out another time if we feel that it's not generating traffic to our channel as much. I could try 9 o'clock at night, which is 7, 6, 5 o'clock your time. It's just that's the thing. You're 3 hours behind me, right?
Right. For now.
Listen, okay, Marvy, listen, Marvy.
Sharon's Pacific time.
Yeah,
She's
Marvy says I
on.
listen when I'm driving, and if I need a question, I text them when I'm at a red light. Well, you're not supposed to do that, Marvy.
No. I hit the mic.
Canada, if
I
they
put
see
the mic
us,
on my phone,
yeah,
and then
you
I
know what?
talk it. I put my question on it.
Even if we pick our phone up and a cop sees you, it's a
Yeah,
$500 fine.
California laws are
Yeah,
really strict
so
about
just be careful. If you're doing it, you do it under the dash. Okay.
I literally keep my phone in my purse and I
Yeah.
listen to YouTube when I'm
Or Marvy, when we post it, when I post it, and we're going to go, you can go on to the YouTube site, and it's not out there, and in the comments say, okay, can I have a question? You can already do that before I'm even out there. I have people that leave me questions and pay for them before I even come out live. So if
right.
you wanted to do that, you can do that prior to the show. Once we announce the show is going out, you can go to YouTube, whoever's having it, and go to the comments and leave your comment there. Okay.
And the
So,
nice thing is if you don't catch the show while it's live still,
yeah,
go into the transcript after
yeah,
it's been posted for, I think it has to be up for an hour or 2 hours.
yeah,
The transcript will pop up and you can skim through the transcript looking
yeah.
for
And you'll see your name. That's the beauty of it.
And I love that feature.
Yeah,
And usually if I
yeah,
know somebody's going to come on at the end
yeah,
of my program or catch it on the fly, like I talked to Tony today, and I know she's got a lot of family stuff going on. And I told her, well, I'll throw it for you and I'll put you at the very last reading so that you can go all the way to the bottom of the transcript and catch your reading.
yeah.
And she was like, oh, you would do that for me? I said, sure, I would do that for you. I know that you have a life that, you should get
Yeah.
a big graduation celebration.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to go out live more often. I'm going to have Nate, Nate, the third
Oh,
wish.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was out on his.
Clicked well
And,
together.
he's going to come on mine in August as well. But he's always busy. That's all he does is lives with everybody. And
He does a ton of collaborations across.
Oh, I don't know how he does it all, but he does, because he's not doing what I do. He's not shooting out 12 to 19 videos a week.
Well, he's also doing multiple platforms.
Yeah, exactly. He's a really, really busy guy. He's amazing. And he's got this magazine out there too, guys. If you want to watch Nate do, It's called The Third Wish, Nate the Third Wish, and it's got amazing things in it. All kinds of stuff, all kinds of
I
readings.
think he channeled a lot of his messaging too on his.
He does, yeah. So you can order it online for $9 or something, and whatever, or you can. He got hacked, so he's working on it. He got hacked? Nate's got hacked?
Wow.
Oh no, the poor guy. Yeah, I really like him. Anyway, he's coming. He's out there. He'll figure it out. He's very tech.
Really good energy.
Yeah, and he'll be able to. Yeah, he's got great
Yeah,
energy.
he's in
Portugal.
Portugal. Yeah.
He lived in the States for 20 years.
French, but
And his mother's French and his father's not. And so now he's living with his partner in Portugal. So that's where he is now. But I really like him. And it was through a client of mine who watched Nath, who said, Brenda, I want you to watch this guy and get a hold of him. And I went, why? She said, because you two need to work together. She said, you both are like, da, 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 da. There's no sugarcoating. You know where you stand with your readings. You no matter what it is, you're going to let that client know. You're not going to sugarcoat it. If there's some bad news they need to hear, you're going to let them know. And that's what he does too. And he also, like you and I, channels, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You and I channel a lot. I don't need cards. Neither do you.
I could do whole programs.
I read professional. I went,
channeling.
Yeah.
When I went, I do to keep my skills up, and if you're intuitive and you're not trusting your abilities and stuff, I watch readers. I listen to their questions. I turn the volume off.
Yeah.
And I answer the question. And this is one of the ways I practice my skill sets.
Yeah.
And when I've mentored groups of people, this is something I always teach people to do. Watch other readers. Yeah. Read their cards, read their energy, listen to the questions, pause it, take your time, answer the questions, write your notes down on what you're getting from their cards, and then move on.
Yeah.
When you go back and you listen to them answering, you'd be surprised at how much confidence you build in yourself because you're getting the same information they're getting, either by channeling or by the way you're reading the cards. Everybody reads cards differently. There are people that literally read the books. This is what the cards mean, and they read.
Yeah. And that's their path if they want to walk that. But you and I, because we're channelers and we're both Pisces, we're so intuitive. We have to go with our guides telling it
to be on cards because I see things in the artwork that will just pop.
Yeah. The graphics
in the background. I've never noticed it before. And that'll be the symbolism within the card that I'm pulling information from that has nothing to do with the book.
I used to pay hundreds of dollars after my late husband died, and I lost myself in one of the biggest top psychic rooms going. And I would book a reading with a psychic. And the minute I got in that psychic's room, I started reading the psychic. They would say to me, who are you? Who do you work for? What cards are you using? And I'd go, what do you mean cards? What cards? Tarot cards. I said, I don't read tarot cards. I have no idea what tarot cards, what the meanings are. And they said, and I'd read them dead on, and they would shut down their room and get me on Skype. And I had this big clientele of professional readers on this platform. And one of them said, Brenda, you've got to open up your own. You've got to go out on YouTube. I said, I can't go out on YouTube. I don't know how to read tarot. Well, you don't have to. I said, well, people want to see something. People, especially when they pay for something, they want to see something tangible. So there I was in my early 60s, having to learn to read tarot. And once I asked Spirit to guide me, like she'll tell you that too. Kathy will tell you, I used to teach tarot. And what I said to people was, I want you, if you ask Spirit to guide you, do not disobey Spirit, because I'll tell you something, they'll throw that card right back at you in your face. It'll come out every time.
Spirit, I'm sorry, does not lie.
No, Spirit doesn't lie. And the biggest word, and Kathy used it, the biggest word when you're learning something like that is trust. Trust the message, no matter how bizarre, how ridiculous, how idiotic you think that reading is. It's not yours to judge. It's not your reading. You are the messenger to give it to that person. And it's true. Once we trust what Spirit we've asked Spirit to give us, it's dead on.
It's funny because I'm extremely visual, and Brenda's always telling me, you always see everything. I literally have a movie
Yeah.
projector playing in my head. It's hot. It's audio from my guides. It used to be all separated, and as I practiced longer and longer I've worked, it all has come together, and I get my own motion picture sometimes. It is really crazy. And I know I've done private readings for people, and I've said some of the most off the wall things, and I'm sitting there going, "Where the hell is that
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
from?"
yeah, yeah. But
You know,
it's for
and
them,
also
they
images from my
confirm it.
own life because this person has a parallel, and they're giving me the
Yeah.
imaging always isn't I'm seeing them in the picture. It's giving me imaging I can relate to. It's,
Mhm.
something similar to something I've experienced, and they'll give me that picture, and I'll say, "Okay, well, I'll say it," and
Yeah.
and I say it. I was talking about this, read for somebody that they have been working out in the fields. Now, I grew up in Oregon. My family's farmers, and we all gathered around this big picnic table under the tree. Auntie went in and made this big lunch, and everybody came in and ate under this table. And I'm having this imaging of me and my family doing this, bringing in the hay, you know. And I started to describe this, and I said, "This may sound crazy. I don't know where it's coming from, but I'm doing this reading." And she goes, "Oh yeah, we used to do that," And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Wow,"
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I blow my own mind because I'm seeing my images, I'm going ahead and saying it, and then it makes total sense to somebody else, and
Yeah.
it's like
We have to trust the message when we ask spirit to guide us, and we trust the message. And I'll tell you what I do every day. You guys don't know this about me. Every morning, this is what I say. Holy Mother, Father God, divine loving light and healing angels of the universe. Please guide me today to do the light work that can bring clarity, hope, faith, and love to others. Please guide my words and energy to show others love and light. So, and I always do this. I always say I ask for divine guidance, okay, to lead my cards. And you better trust it, because if you ask spirit for help, I saw myself one time shuffling the cards, and this card came out, and I went, "Oh, I can't give that to them." And I put it back in, and it was like spirit hit the back of my hand. All the cards went on the table,
all
and
the way through the deck and back
that
up
was
on.
weird. I put them back in the deck. I started shoving. Bang! Spirit hit my hand again. The cards flew across the table, and I went, "Uh-oh, I've really riled spirit."
And
I asked for
I
their
thought
help, and I
my
denied
God,
it.
that's not the right deck.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe change decks and not read what I dropped. And it's
yeah.
funny.
Yes, they will. I've had them guide me to different decks too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I have it's usually sitting in reach. It's behind me now. And I put most of the cards up. I've kept a few of the cards that I'm
yeah.
trying to pack down. I lost count after 200 decks.
Oh, I've
I
given
did
so
not
many away.
realize I own so
Yeah,
many decks. It's
yeah.
a
I've packed up boxes of them and given them away to Goodwill and to people that want them, because it's just, yeah, it's like, I got my shelves full. I got 3 drawers here full. My desk, guys, my desk is covered in cards. Look at the cards I've got here. Yeah. So
I work in functional chaos. I'm not showing you my deck.
no, that's not organized. That's a mess. These are all the cards I use every week. So I try to keep them out, and then I pack them up, and I'll say, "Okay, Spirit, what do I need this week?" And they literally guide you. It's like St. Peter,
I
right? I lost something, and he takes you right where you need to go.
I usually
So
I'm multitasking. I've always multitasked, and I know you do the same thing. We're listening. We're
well,
reading.
you and I are true Pisces. You and I are like
Yeah, we are totally
connected at the
total
hip.
water sign, and I'm a Pisces Virgo rising, so that's my business sense. And then I have a Capricorn descendant,
For
so
sure.
I'm a hot mess of conflicting
Yeah, yeah,
signs against my Pisces.
yeah.
It makes me it makes me a bit of a
Being intuitive, guys, I used to do profiles for dating sites. You guys didn't know this about me either. And basically, you ask your client, you bring her in, you ask your client to just tell you a little bit about herself, and very little. I just want, okay, I'd ask a question, one line. I don't want you to go into detail and tell me your whole life. And I would be able to intuitively write out a very clear, concise, short to the point grab your attention type of profile, and bang, within a week they found their mates. It was a riot. And I got to the point where it was too much for me, doing Reiki, doing this, doing videos, living my life, and doing these profiles as well. But I used to do that too. And Reiki's very easy for me because I'm an empath. When you are on that bed, I telepathically bring you to me.
Trust me, she does Reiki for me regularly.
Your pain jumps on me. So I know exactly.
Tells me, oh, you're having problems.
Yeah. Yeah, I can feel it because it's
sharing the same day.
I feel her pain jumps on me, and it's like, oh God, my God, this is painful. How the hell is she walking? And yeah, so, but it makes my job easy when I do being an empath, and you're empathic too. Being an empath, your pain jumps on me, whether it's emotional, spiritual, or physical. So I ask spirit, and I have my team of spirit around me, and they guide my hands after I've attuned you and myself and opened the chakras to work on people. So that is another service that I have. I'm not trying to blow my horn, but if you go to my website,
I blow your horn regularly.
Yeah, I know you do. You bring up Reiki more than I ever do. Yeah.
Well, it's because I know when she works on me. I know what time she works on me too, because I know what her schedule is. And I tend to wake up at 3:30 in the morning Pacific time. Yeah. And it's not unusual for her to call.
Well, it'll be the middle of the night for you.
I didn't wake you, did I?
I call it.
Yeah, I'm awake.
Yeah, it's my sunrise ceremony. And you guys know that I'm First Nations Plains Native, Cree from Canada. That's my ancestry from my mother's side. And so it's called the morning ceremony. I get up before sunrise, 4:30 this morning. And that's when
I go out,
my prayer work, my connection to spirit all starts my day. And then I walk 3 kilometers with my dog. So, my little guy here, my little guy down there, my little cute little chihuahua. I walk 3 kilometers. I'm out the door at 6:30 in the morning. That's my day. And then I hit my desk here to do my videos.
Yeah. And it's funny, as soon as I talk to her, I also pick up her husband.
Oh yeah. Well, he's a Pisces.
Pick up your husband.
You know why?
He's a Pisces. Yeah, I'm very connected.
One 1 year older than me.
Yeah.
We're
amazing. And they're married and they're making it work. And it works.
I get my moments. He's happy. He's happily married. What I did was I manifested him. I asked spirit, believe it or not, I kept looking for what I had lost, right? I lost this big, beautiful, handsome, healthy cop who had a Harley. I had a big motorcycle. We had the perfect life, the motorhome to travel around. And in 3 months, he got pancreatic and I lost him. My whole life came crashing down. I wish my throat would stop.
That's why.
Anyway, I'll take a cough candy. So anyhow,
that's why you feel my energy.
Attracting a lot of men who were in uniform, but they were younger than me because they thought this little woman. I didn't have gray hair then. I was 10 years younger, right? I always looked younger than I am, and
I used to.
You cannot ever replace anybody. They're one fingerprint in time. And I thought, Spirit, what are you telling me? And they said, stop looking for him. You had him. Be blessed. Thank us you had him. You'll see him again. But you got to think about now. So I said, okay, bring me someone who's more like me than any of the others. Because I was married before that too. I've had 3 husbands. I divorced one. I was widowed. Now I met my soulmate. So yeah, guys, I got married on the biggest, most active volcano in Sicily. And I mean, and then I renewed my vows and I had a very colorful life. So anyway, in walks Andre. Got to hear this story, guys. In walks Andre. February 22nd, and I'm February the 23rd. He's 1950. You're going to know my age now. I'm 1951. He's 1 day, 1 year older than me, and he doesn't question anything I do in this room. Okay. But he has the gift of sight. He's literally got ghosts that he's taken pictures of walking by him in videos. He gets me with all the apparitions around me and all the orbs and the smoke around me. He sees them before he takes that. He lets that camera go. So we've got tons of stuff. I mean, spirits around me all the time. He'll say, oh, I need you to stand still. Yeah, I can feel one on my right. He'll say, no, you got 2. And he'll take the picture and there's 2 apparitions beside me. So yeah, he's got the gift too. But he took one level Reiki on his own, but he didn't continue with it. And my master said, Brenda, you know why? I said, no. She said, because he walks in your shadow. Because I'm more open, I'm more vocal. He's quieter. He's demure. He's not as like me. And that's where opposites attract. Even though we're 1 day, 1 year apart, we're very connected as twin flames and soulmates.
But that rising sign and that descending sign changes your personality. And since
Yeah,
Pisces carries every sun sign in
yeah,
their
yeah.
being,
Well,
it's going to amplify.
have you heard me lately? I said Pisces was thrown in a jar with all the other signs, and they shook it and they threw us out into the ocean and said, sink or swim. Because we're either swimming upstream, fighting resistance, or we're riding the wave down like a daredevil, right? So,
Or they're swimming in a great big whirlwind of a circle.
yeah, I tell people that all the time. They threw us in a jar, shook us up, and threw us out in the ocean and
I
said,
love that. I'm going to steal that.
that's what a Pisces is like, right? We're either
Yeah.
laughing or crying.
Life is a roller
We
coaster.
are a sea
It
sponge.
runs in a circle rather than up and down.
And I always say to everybody, we're the sea sponge. Every energy around us gravitates to us, the good, the bad, and the ugly. They feel this need, right?
Pisces, I know we become our environment. So if we're in a
Oh,
depressive
yeah.
environment, we become depressive.
Also,
I
we
can
are the
remember
most
working at
addictive
old
time.
folks' home where people are dying or
Yeah, yeah.
it,
You look at
my
Pisces.
mom was going through chemotherapy. I could read everybody in the room,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
would not interact with certain people because I could see their deaths coming, and I don't read death.
I
will
walked through
never
catacombs, graveyards, the basement of the Vatican where the popes are buried. I've done those things. And
It's
the
funny. I'm not
energy,
Catholic, but
and I'm not either. I have
all
no
my
fear.
best friends are Catholic.
Yeah,
And so
I have
I
no
would
fear of the
mass with them all the time, and I know the Catholic
I'm a
religion.
medium, right? And I tell people when I do a private reading on them, there I can see them. I'll say to them, okay, you need to know something about me. I don't broadcast this, but I am in my healing room and I've invited spirit. If there's a message, they only come with the light. I have to deliver it to you. They come to me when I'm working on people on the table. That somebody will step forward and I'll say to them, okay, well, I was working on you. I got to show you who stepped forward. And they made, and so they get very loud. I've read people in airports and shopping malls all over the place. And, it's funny. What I do is I'll say to them,
in public.
well, do you know what a medium is? And they'll look at you and I'll say, well, we talk to dead people and there's someone here that has a message for you. Are you willing and open to receive it? Because they won't leave me alone. Well, then you get their attention, right? And you deliver the message.
They want you to deliver a message. They
And
will
you have to do it. Yeah.
to deliver that message.
Yeah. They come to us and because we're like a sea sponge, they're attracted to us and the light. I saw the towers come down when I was a little girl. I lived on a farm we were on a flight path. Every time I saw an airplane, I had dreams of them crashing into large apartment buildings, me on the ground in the dust and the rubble. And I would hide under the apple trees in the orchard as a little kid because I was scared. I had that vision. Well, I'm having a Reiki session, my very first one. I had taken up golf. Well, it's that whack, bang, you curse and you kill your rib. So I'm laying on the bed. The girl lays her hands on me. She burned her hands on me. I heard it sizzle. She said, oh my God, Brenda, you're in a suit of armor and all the rivets are coming out and all I see is white light coming out of them. She said, holy crap, why am I touching you? You should have me on the bed. It was interesting. And I saw the towers come down. I was laying down. I saw the towers come down. I had these people covered in white ash, no hair. They're reaching for me. They're horrified. And she said, oh my God, Brenda, the things you see, because she could see it too. I said, I don't like the things I'm seeing. So put on the TV. What happens? The towers came down. Bang. That dream I'd had as a little girl had manifested.
And any of that.
I had to pass all those people in those towers to the other side. And I'll tell you, I'd also had dreams about people coming through my bedroom window. I got out of bed in my pajamas, opened the door. I couldn't see beyond the light. They would turn to me with such gratitude and away they went. I didn't know from the time I was a little kid what I was doing. I was a soul rescuer. I was passing people to the other side. But being a little kid, I didn't understand what it was until it happened. So it's amazing how we have things happen to us in our lives that lead us down this path of unbelievable energy. Yeah.
Yeah. The funny thing is, we're not only working in this realm, which doesn't always make sense. um, when I first started reading, I was noticed by other readers. I was putting my 2 cents in the room, and who me? No, I channel, and I'm an open channel, um, so I can't turn it off. I really got to work at turning the energy down when I'm out in public and stuff, because when you channel on a constant,
Oh
it
yeah, you can.
drains your personal energy.
Yeah.
A lot of I get sick for a reason, because I am so intuitive that I'm on a constant reading, and that impacts our health a lot, because it's taking our physiological energy, and we're so open that it causes medical vulnerability in us. It weakens us. It weakens our body. There's a lot of readers that have a lot of health problems, and they usually don't talk about them online. I mean, I've had some major ones. And you can only hide so long before it becomes apparent. You got to disappear for a year, because you're recovering from major surgeries. And I've had my battles lately, and I'm on the upswing. My guides tell me I'm not going to have a major crash for quite a while. So I'm holding them to it, and then I end up in the hospital. I'm like, you told me I wasn't going to, and they're like, it's not serious. You're just gonna be here for a day or two to get down. Okay.
Well, when I'm working on you, Kathy, my knees are raw because I'm saying, you know what? Yeah, I'm depending on you. I'm on my knees. So when I'm sending that to you, that when you were really bad, that's where I was. I saw my knees like I'd scraped them on a sidewalk, and that meant I had dropped to my knees, and that's what I was saying when I was
Yeah,
sending that.
2 years ago, I was laying getting ready to go into an emergency surgery, and I was praying to God to just please take me. I surrender.
Yeah, I remember that. And I was on the other side saying, no, it's not going to happen. So I was fighting you.
One of the first people.
Not on my watch, Kathy.
She goes, no, and my angels. I mean, the room, the anesthesiologist. I'm no kidding. The anesthesiologist walked in the room, and he goes, "You've got angels all around you. The whole room's bright." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, they've got the surgical light on above me." And he goes, "Honey, there's a small fluorescent light behind me. That's the only light in this room. It's barely lighting the room." And I'm like looking up at the surgical lamp above me, he's getting ready to knock me out. And I'm going, no, I can see the reflection light in it. He goes, the light's not bad. I looked closer, and I realized that all the bulbs were dark. And the
Wow.
light was reflecting in that reflective dome off me.
Yeah.
And it's funny, ever since I've had that, I have people that walk up to me, and it's the weirdest thing for a stranger to walk up to you and go, do you know you're surrounded by angels? And I'm
Yeah.
like, what? And they're like, you have white light all around you.
Yeah. Yeah.
She goes, and it's total strangers off the side of the street. They'll just be
Funny,
drawn.
yeah, and I helped a lady that got hit by a car, and it was in November. I ended up getting bronchitis. I took my coat off, wrapped it around her, and she looked up at me and she said, "Oh my God, you're an angel." And I said, No, I'm not. I kept her talking to me because I didn't want her to pass out on me. I didn't know how bad she was. I had gently run my hand under her head to make sure she hadn't cracked her head open. And she kept saying to me, "Oh my God, you're an angel. You're an angel. You're an angel." She wouldn't shut up saying that. It's funny, how that happens. When I had my very first meditation, and we were in a group of people, right? And when you go deep into that space, you swear you were gone for hours, and you might have been gone 5 minutes, right?
Yeah,
What
so like
I saw,
people
what,
that are
what I
hypnosis, they think they were after.
what I saw was I was in a dome, sitting on a wooden floor, naked, with my legs crossed like this. And all around me were stained glass church windows. They were all glass. And I had angels. And you know how big angels are, guys? You have no idea. You think angels are little elves? Angels are massive. And they had me completely covered over, and they were white, faceless beings, but it was either a robe or wings. And I was sitting in the middle, and they had me completely surrounded and covered. I could feel the warmth of them. And when I came to after that meditation, she said to me, so how do you guys feel? What did you see? Well, I didn't want to tell them what I saw because it was bizarre, right? And yeah, and that was going back years ago. And you know, you do these things and then you forget about them. And then you get into this type of spiritual work that we do. And you remember those moments and you go, they were trying to send me a message of what my future was about to transform into. And it's amazing, and we're all guided to walk our own path. And Kathy and I are so closely connected. We can read intuitively, we can do mediumship. A lot of it is we're the same sign, we're the most sensitive sign, we're also the most addictive sign. If you look at Pisces, Elizabeth Taylor had addictions. All of these Pisces are either into drugs, alcohol, they have mental issues, they're depressed. We are the sea sponge. And if we let that energy in, we're gluttons. And I don't drink, I don't smoke. I try to keep myself clean and pure. I'm not an angel, but if I'm working on you, I need to be. And I tell people that when you come to me for a Reiki, I send you the medical form, you sign it. I don't want you toking up. I don't want you vaping. I don't want you drinking. You need to be clear 24 hours before I work on you. I don't care what you do when you walk off my table, but when you're here with me, I'm here with you. So you have to be open to receiving that. So that's how I work with my clients. I don't mean for readings. I mean when I'm doing healing.
I know I've quit doing healing work on people because I have to ask people if they have fibromyalgia, because I have multiple sclerosis and I have a similar energy
Yeah.
my body and anytime I work on somebody with fibromyalgia, I pick up all that energy. I can't shake it off my body. I absorb it.
Yeah.
And then it is
you have to do that. Yeah.
I thank God I don't have fibromyalgia because it is extremely painful.
Yeah.
And it feels like you're being literally electrocuted. All the nerve endings are firing off randomly, and it's painful. And oh, God bless that is living through that nightmare of a disease, and it's so hard to diagnose. And
that's why it's important to rake that energy off of you when you work on somebody. When I took my first level Reiki, I had my bed set up, I told you this, in the living room, and I had my big screen TV on with beautiful scenery and ambient music. And once she had attuned me, first level, she wanted me to work on her, my master, and I was really intimidated, right? And Andre was in the room, my husband, and he'd taken first level, and he was just observing. And she said, Andre, I want you to watch Brenda when she walks past the television. And we're on cable. Every time I went past the television, it went into satellite pixels. The minute I walked away, the TV came on. Do it again. 3 times. She said, look. I looked at her. She said, Brenda, you are so powerful. You have to promise me after you work on your clients, you rake that energy off. Because she says, I've seen people with your energy power walk away from the client on the bed and you suck them off the bed onto the floor and they can get hurt. She said, you can get sued for it. So she said, be sure you don't carry, because their energy jumps on you. That's what makes our job easy. We can feel where your pain is to go there. And I see that happen.
Me and into the ground. I direct it immediately off.
And I ground myself too. I literally see my feet grabbing the roots of the trees under the ground. You have to ground yourself. When we open our chakras and open our chakras to heal you, we bring in all that divine energy. But we need to ground and we have to be centered. And I literally see my feet going through the ground, the grass, and grabbing onto the roots of those trees for protection, for holding.
I was thinking about this the other day, Brenda. Have you thought about using your grounding pad when you're doing Reiki? Have you tried that?
It's under my bed. If I lift that up, you'll see there's a grounding sheet underneath it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I have 2 of them, one for my bed and one for this bed. And
I know I'm gonna order them, and I'm gonna put one on my husband's bed and not tell him. And this, I want to see
here, Mr. Maurice. Hi, Mr. Maurice. How are you? Our chat room's closed, but we're talking about all kinds of neat things. But I'm so glad you came in. Thank you for showing up and being here to support us.
I haven't seen you in a while. I'm coming on.
He's busy, and he's a member. You've become a member again. Yeah. Thank you so much. For that, I think we need to give you a card. How about giving us one card? What do you want to do? Yeah. What do you want to do? You love your what's that deck you use all the time?
Oh, my oracle.
Yeah.
My yeah, that's right behind me.
Where is that? Your favorite deck. We need to do that. So stay here with us,
Oh
okay?
yeah, my
Mr.
postcards
Maurice,
from
we're going
spirit.
to give you a message because you're in here and because you are supporting us. Okay. Yeah, you know what one. I can't think of the name of it. The postcard.
Spirits. I
The
love
post-
these.
Okay, the card I have for you is this summer right now. You're going to get family support, comfort, and stability. Your family, your soul pod, your group that you have around you protecting you. Mr. Maurice, you've got support. People love you. People care about you. Don't you ever doubt that. Okay, that's the message I got. Now, she's got a longer message because she's got the postcard.
And this will, I would guarantee you, I haven't read it yet. It will relate to her card. These do. It blows my mind when I'm doing readings and oracles together that the cards will reflect the reading. And I don't read them in advance. I just pop the deck. This is what I do. I grab the deck and I just lift them up and one will light up. The card I pull is brighter than every card that's popped up. It's not about the color, it's about the brightness of the one they want me to pick. This is in the category of with love. This is dearest you. You are gathering your magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. You're stepping into a new version of life. I lost my place. Dyslexia is a pain in the ass. Getting to tell you a new story and to create it. It doesn't feel like spring when you urge and expand wells up inside you from the primal places. The form of which you are growing has yet to take shape and is exciting to experience in this new and fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both push and push back when you're entering any kind of new relationship. It's okay to admit that you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is it's time to dive in and allow the new version of life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life spirit. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing and we are so excited to see you where this will take you. Where this will take you next. We are so proud of you. So you are ascending, and I guess the family tie is it's not just biological lifetime family, it's your spiritual group is behind you and giving you that push forward into your new life that's opening up to you. So I love it. Love it. But always ties together.
You're welcome, Mr. Maurice. It's really nice to see you. Yeah, we've just been sitting here killing time and talking, but look we had up to 9 or 10 people a minute ago in the room that were listening to us. So yeah, it's great. So we're going to try to do, guys, that you're still in the room. We're going to try
about our gifts and stuff because there's there's so many complexities of how it works, and it's not something we always get to talk about. So it's nice to share these things with you.
For sure. So guys, we are going to think about in the future, we're going to work it out. We're going to probably come out on a Wednesday evening. We're going to call it Getting Over the Hump midweek readings. And to give you guys more lives, because Kathy loves to do it. I love to do it. We're going to bring in probably Sharon if she's available. If not, Kathy and I'll go out. And and we'll be doing readings like that too as well out here live for you people because I only go out on Sundays.
Sharon to jump on board at least
if she wants to, a
couple times a month. I love reading with Sharon too.
Yeah.
Okay,
guys. Well, we're going to shut down now because here we have it. It's 4:30. We started off at 2 o'clock, and here we are almost 2 hours later. So, well, it is.
And I'm
But
coming
okay.
back on in an hour and a half. If you guys want to join me, I'm going to just do 2 card oracles. They're going to
Okay.
be
So
sweet.
you can flip over if you want to flip over to Kathy's channel. She'll be going on live soon. And yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay,
I just
guys. So we're going to love you and leave you. And thank you so much.
and grab some. I have an
Sending
8.
you lots of blessings, and we'll see you again next Sunday. Your videos are out for next week. Please check them out. And yeah,
Trend zone. Look at his message.
I know. And cut. He's hilarious. I know.
It's a take. We love you.
It's done. Okay. See you guys later. Take care.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.